I have to fix my opener. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bacon Bears, and this channel is called That's My Opinion, where we talk about mostly legal stuff and like internet accountability, and just lately it's been pieces, of shit on the internet. So a couple of housekeeping things that I want to talk about before we get on with today's show. Number one, if you are not already subscribed, please consider doing so. We have memberships. We have a members-only Discord. You guys have been wonderful. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. But I was thinking about it today, and since I've been covering this case, my channel has grown tremendously, not only in subscribers, but also in the lives. I have gone from 10 people watching me at a time to 200 people watching me at a time. And I have been working overtime, which means that my moderators have been working overtime. So Mr. Pike and El Jacad and John, it is not lost on me that you guys are here every day, all day, and I love you so much. You guys are the best. So I just wanted to make sure that I said a thank you to my mods who are always here and always making sure, not that you guys need it, but just always making sure that we are in a safe little space. The other thing that I wanted to bring up today was thank you to the audience members who help me with content. The fact that I can be like, what do you guys want to cover next? And then you guys go above and beyond and grab the articles that you want me to cover on the live stream, and you just have it already and available for me is amazing. I'll make Bruce a mod. Bruce could be a mod. He's here all the time. How do I join the Discord? So if you are a member, it is for opinionators and up. So it depends on what tier you have, but there should be a little button in there. I think I fixed the button. The button was having some issues. But if you guys are having issues with it, message me on Instagram. But I just want to say thank you guys. You guys have been not only encouraging here, but also just behind the scenes. I have had so many messages with you guys, and just so many conversations. This has just been the most wonderful experience, and I cannot thank you guys enough. This is my first time. This community really is amazing. I fell into it, and I am happy to be your human sacrifice. With that also being said, I was thinking about today is April 21st. And Laura Owens' plea deal comes at the end of this month. Now, I thought it was April 24th. Bruce had corrected me and said he thinks it's April 30th. Do I think that yeet the spam, wrench? Let's go. I'll mod you right now, Bruce. Don't tempt me. Can I do? Oh, I can't do it unless it's I can't do it unless it's in my chat, and I have my pop-out chat. I'll do it later. Good morning, Shawnee. Good morning, El Jacad. He knows everything about this case. You know what? It's not even just about this particular case. It's just about people. For me, moderators are people who I know and I can trust would keep the chat where it needs to be, because I can't always do it. So it was changed to the 30th, and I do not doubt that this is going to get extended. I just don't know how long it's going to get extended. So we shall see, but I am nervous. I'm nervous as we're getting down to the wire. There's a part of me that's like in my bones. I'm like, she's got to take the plea deal. And then there's another part of me that's like, there's no way she's doing it. There's no way she's doing it. Anyways, with that being said, if you don't know about the Clayton Echard case and Laura Owens that we've been talking about here for the past 84 years, we're going to go over the Maricopa County Attorney's Office investigation supplemental report form today, and however many days it takes. We're going to go over it in full. They have a case overview. So if you don't know about it, you'll learn about it right now. With that being said, welcome in, chat. You guys are the best. I'm addicted to watching your lives. Thank you. Thank you. She'll never admit it. Yeah, I don't know. She has no instinct for self-preservation. I don't know. You know what? I think we need a poll. And let's see. Do you have the time? Will Laura Owens take the plea? Yes or no? Okay. Start poll. Do you have the time? Amigos. Hi. All right. Let's get into it because this is going to be mighty long. All right. So here we go. This case involves a 34-year-old female, Laura Owens, who is an internet-based personality who hosts a podcast. You know, I have to tell you, I would never call myself an internet-based personality. Like, if somebody were to be on YouTube and they were to be like, hey, what do you do? Like, I'm a content creator. But when I'm, like, out in the wild and people are like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and, like, sometimes I make videos for YouTube. There is never a time where I would be like, I'm an internet-based personality. It's just such a weird thing because nobody knew who Laura Owens was before she did all of this. But she's a internet-based personality who hosts a podcast, and a 31-year-old male, Clayton Echard, who is a television personality, having appeared on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. On or about May 17th, 2023, Laura Owens, as Clayton likes to say, targeted Clayton Echard for the purpose of conducting real estate business. Echard is a realtor. They exchanged information. According to Echard, Owens was flirty. Shortly thereafter, Owens sent him a provocative video. It was a video. Owens' side view in spandex-type clothing with a horse, and Echard told her to come over. They met on the evening of May 20th of 2023, and they were intimate. Echard reported that Owens performed fellatio twice. Owens contends that there was penile penetration, even though in the past couple of streams, in the past couple of days, if you want to go back and watch my ADRE complaints, she says in there multiple times that they never had intercourse. And she will then take this and escalate it to rape, which is disgusting. The day after this event, Echard met with Lowens to show her some homes. Following this, Echard said that he told her that he crossed an ethical line and that he said he would refer her to a colleague. According to Echard, Owens began to cry and told him that she wanted to see where it would go and that there was something special between them. Echard said that he refused to represent Owens in real estate business from that time, and he blocked her telephone number. So her old email signatures had her podcast. Yeah, but who listened to it? I got to tell you, I listened to it with my mother-in-law. It was awful. It was awful. I have no personality with or without the internet. Oh, my God. Flux, and Bruce all need to have a little collab powwow. Anyways, but it's a repeat, not original. What's a repeat? She changed it to make it seem more likely she could be. Oh. Who didn't have a personality to begin with. Purchase one on the internet. On June 1st of 2023, Owens emails Echard and told him that she was pregnant. She provided an image of her positive pregnancy test. Additionally, there would be 5 other pregnancy tests, one specifically taken in Echard's presence. The home pregnancy tests are based on the presence of HCG in a woman's urine or the level of HCG in a woman's blood. The tests that Owens took all indicated that Owens was pregnant due to the presence of HCG. Echard denied that he caused Owens' pregnancy and denied that the child or children, because this morphs into twins, were his, in the event that she was actually pregnant. Throughout the following months, Owens contended that she was pregnant and barraged Echard with emails and text messages. He says upwards of 500 messages, and these messages contained offerings of aborting offerings. Oh, here we go. Hold on one second. Plea deal deadline. The state has issued a formal plea offer. It is set to expire on April 30th of 2026. We are confirming the date has changed from April 24th to April 30th. Kimbo, thank you. Thank you. The messages contained offerings of aborting the pregnancy in exchange for a promise of an intimate relationship, images of pregnancy tests, and threats of going public on social media with the tabloids. Figure 1 was received by Echard. Owens continued to seek an intimate relationship. However, when this failed, Owens began utilizing the media to damage Echard's reputation. Echard filed for an injunction against harassment shortly after that, and Owens filed for an order of protection. And I think the thing that's important to note this is one of the things that we learn in the Love Trapped podcast is the fact that Owens had, or not Owens, I'm sorry. Eckert had a very damaged reputation before this. So she was just kind of piggybacking off of the fact that the internet hated Clayton Eckert. I almost said Clayton Owens. They're starting to morph into one. How they kept getting people on was probably due to Ron. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So here's an email, and this is from Laura Owens. If you are new here, we're very particular about the way we treat Laura Owens around here. And we tend to give her the respect that she deserves. And it's important that you remember that. So just remember, when we're reading for Laura, we just try to keep it as close to factual as possible. So, with that being said.
Hi, Clayton. Email titled, "What do I do?" I have two major media outlets who want to publish the story. I asked them to hold it until I gave the final word. Let me be clear. I have no desire to destroy you and your career, but you have made it abundantly clear that going public is the only way to get you to talk about the pregnancy and our plan going forward. I have been praying that you would see the light and realize how short-sighted you are being by not wanting to figure this out privately. But for whatever reason, God is not answering my prayers. Apparently, he blocked my phone number as well. I reached out to your mom on Facebook in case she can convince you to come to your senses. But I'm sure you have demonized me to your family, and that she will have no interest in speaking to me. If you will just get together and talk, I will drop everything and undo any harm that has been caused. It is really, really, really important to do it now. If it could wait until the required meeting, I would wait. But it can't. You see, my concern is the twins. And I don't care about anything else. Please let me know if you are amendable or if I should just have them publish it. If I don't hear back this afternoon, I give up and they can publish it. But please think this through. Whether you like it or not, you will have to talk to me for the rest of your life. Because the kids will connect us. So why can't we just handle this privately? In 5 years, will not responding and instead having me go to the press be a decision that you regret? All I'm asking you to do is having a paternity test and talk to me. All the best.
Anyways. Jesus, take the wheel. Same girl, such your mom on you. That is very normal. I am only concerned about these twins. We may or may not deport depending on how you deal with me. Exactly. Hello, Echoes. Hello, Tiff. Hello, everyone. Hello, Tex Peckett. Why do people want to force another to love them? You know, I don't know who said it in my comments. Maybe it was you, Wendy. I just responded to a comment that's like, why would you ever want, hi, Kath. Why would you ever want to be with somebody that you had to beg to be with you? Like, the extortion is strong with this one. Oh, and they live 17 houses away from us. Ugh, too close. Yay, more bacon bears. Hi, echoes. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we have another email.
Idea. Hi. I had an idea. What do you think about hanging out tonight and seeing if this something you want to try out for a couple of weeks before we make a decision about what to do? If either of us decide that we don't want to explore something more serious, then at least we will know and we will both have clarity. With you not responding about the possibility of twins or giving you the chance to make a different decision about the abortion pills because of that new prospect, things feel unresolved, and my anxiety is through the roof. I'm sure yours is as well. With my stress levels being where they are at right now, if the baby or babies are born with any issues, I would blame you. I would blame you for not trying to help me reduce those by supporting me as you said you would. If we just pursued something romantic for a night, you have no idea how much it would help me emotionally. And I definitely would not blame you for any problems the child or children would have.
This is so early in the morning, why?
It's not even 12 a.m., fake Laura Owens. Oh, 12 p.m., sorry. Time is oh wait. If tonight went well, and we did not want to see what was there, I would order the pills right away so that you would have the option to make that decision in a couple of weeks if you wanted to. If we at least give it a try and don't want to move forward, then I can stop thinking about if I need to get the medication for your sake and move on with the pregnancy. And look forward to it. Time is absolutely of the essence. And if you took this seriously and tried tonight, and I at least had clarity one way or the other, I would have so much respect for you and would promise not to go to the press at any point about this. Please let me know your thoughts. All the best.
Anyways. Okay, so I have a couple of questions about this particular email. He has clarity now. He has increasing anxiety that you will drug him and keep him in the cellar. Right. Hi, I like green. They literally bought a house on her. Oh no! Fake Lo is here to explain herself. Good, because you have some. Start splaining. That's right. Just wanted to say hi. Hi, Jen. I have anxiety waiting for the jump scare. Bacon Bears, I have arrived. Fake Laura Owens is here. So here's my thing. Let's start with this first paragraph. Why are you still trying to get him to want to be with you? And even if you did, would you even want it because he's doing it now to get you off his back? Number one. Number two, I would order the pills. You don't already have them? You said you would take Plan B. Did you not? Oh, wait, this is now abortion pills. Never mind. We're past that. Okay, I just answered my own question. Okay. Moving on. Let's see what we got here. These were 3 civil court cases that arose out of Owens's and Eckerd's relationship that took place on 10/23 and 11/23 in front of Judge G.L. Ketsis. This was an injunction against harassment hearing. We watched this. If you guys want to go watch it for yourselves. She is sexually harassing him at best. This level of pressure and extortion feels very rapey. She's basically saying, have sex with me or else, and removes consent from him. Yes. Yes. Somebody else in my comments made a really great point. I think it was Loud Little Ducky, I think. And they had said that it was interesting because I'm reading her in this demonic voice and I'm doing it to be funny. But when you read it in that voice and you hear it from like a male perspective, it changes things drastically. It changes the way that we hear things. It changes the way that we feel about things. And that's really what it comes down to. Laura behaves like a predator. Thank you, Echoes. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. She is a predator, and it really bothers me. So I'm writing my script right now on Taylor Frankie Paul, too, and it bothers me that we give women a pass. If you have bad behavior, you just have bad behavior. It should not matter what the sex is. Or I'm looking into another story about a teacher, and every time I cover a teacher that's a female who has sex with a student, I did one on this girl in Illinois, and the guys are like, "Oh, she's hot. I wish I had, that teacher, whatever." And it's like, but if it was a guy, you'd be calling for his head. Like, why do we give women passes on this? A predator is a predator. End of story, period. We watched the injunction against harassment. If you guys want to go ahead and watch that when this is over, we've already covered that. The injunction was issued. It took place on 10/23 in Judge Duty's court and was an order of protection hearing. The order of protection was granted. I have not watched the Judge Duty one yet. We will get to that, I'm sure. Owens was a petitioner. Owens participated in a sworn deposition at attorney Greg Woodnick's office. I still want to watch Clayton's deposition. I had made a comment about wanting to talk to Clayton, and somebody was like, you should reach out to him. He'd probably talk to you. I don't know. Maybe. I think that would be super fun to talk to him and just, whatever. Just like interview him and whatever. Sit down with him and have a conversation. So if you guys are interested in that, I will muster up the courage to message him and be like, hi. Or I'll be like,
hi.
I fear that if he looks at my content before he goes to answer, he's going to be like, what the fuck? Let's see. So this was a paternity case and was heard by Judge Julie Matta on June 10th of 2024, which we have also gone over. With all due respect, I really dislike the narrative of imagine if the roles were reversed. Good luck finding a woman out there who hasn't had someone manipulate them or try to push past consent. No, I don't disagree with you at all. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is the fact that Laura Owens, if this were a man, this would have stopped at Michael Maricini. If Michael was a girl, they would have been able to get a restraining order against Laura Owens, and this behavior would have stopped. This would have been called harassment. This would have gotten somebody arrested. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that. It's. I'm not doing a good job at explaining what I'm trying to say. No, he has a good sense of humor. All right, whatever. I'll ask him. The duty hearing is irritating. I think our emphasis should be additive, encouraging victims of all genders to be in a safe space to come forward. Absolutely. I think the point that I'm just trying to make is the fact that this has gone on far too long, and it wouldn't have the roles been reversed. That's what I'm saying. But I think a lot of times when the perpetrator is a woman, they just get a different standard. They're held to a different standard. That's my opinion. I don't know. Laura Owens was a petitioner in this case. Laura Owens petitioned for judgment of paternity showing Clayton Eckerd as the father of her alleged unborn twins and was suing for child support. Owens reported having a miscarriage during the alleged pregnancy. I'm going to write this down. Message Clayton. I'll message him today and see if I don't go into his spam. We'll see if Clayton wants to get on the show. But to dismiss the cases that were negative pregnancy tests on November 14th. Eckerd challenged this and requested a finding of no paternity and a judgment for attorney's fees. Judge Matta found for Eckerd on both issues and referred the matter to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office for review of Laura Owens' actions pursuant to ARS this number. Let's see. When a man is preyed upon, it is so wrong, and women can be predators. Gender does not equate to innocence. It only reflects probabilities. Right. I'm just talking about what happens in our, not only our society, but like our legal system with women. And I fear they're able to get away with far more. What BB is saying is that low particular of egregiousness would be far less tolerated for so long. Right. I appreciate venues where we don't echo chamber and we can have, yes, absolutely. Listen, I am never above taking in new information, and I'm never above being wrong. Like, I've never had to be the smartest person in the room. And that's why I want to come here. I want to have critical thinking conversations, and I want people to bring different perspectives. I think that's what makes these communities so important. Not only about that, but the conversations that we're having and the things that we can all learn from them. The number of emails and the calls were not taken as seriously as if the genders had been reversed. I say this as a mother of one of each. Exactly. I have one of each as well. I try to separate statistically significant things or things that happen generally from things that are very specific instances. Conflating between the two, I think, is where a lot can go wrong. Right. But also, okay, so if we're bringing it down to very specific instances, right? In my opinion, I truly think that if Laura was a man, this would not have gotten as far as it's gotten. That's all I'm saying. During testimony in Judge G's court at approximately 11:36 a.m., Laura Owens testified that there is no possibility that she could be pregnant by anyone else other than Clayton Eckerd. During her testimony, so this is the case and evidence review. During her testimony in Judge Duty's court at approximately 8:40 a.m., when asked if the unborn children could belong to anyone else, Laura Owens testified stating no, that she had not been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022, when she was violently assaulted and raped by a subject named Andrew in Hoboken, New Jersey. Yeah, I have to tell you, the men that I've told this story about are horrified. They are absolutely horrified. During her deposition after being placed under oath, Laura Owens reported that she and Clayton had penetrative sex. Is this? No. Oh, wait. Is Andrew in Hoboken? Is this where she says that Greg Woodnick orchestrated her assault? Don't even get me started on that, Wendy. Don't even get me started. Figure 11 is an ultrasound image that was obtained from OBGYN in New York City as found in Sarah Owens' or Navarro's medical records. So Sarah is her sister. Information noted on the left side of the original image is also missing on the forged image. Additionally, the date on the left bottom of the image had been changed. So she admitted this. She admitted that she changed and altered an ultrasound, which is such a wild. I think about that now. Right, but no police action in Hoboken. That's right. Here's the thing. In my brain, I cannot imagine just blatantly telling somebody or so nonchalantly just telling somebody, yeah, I altered this whole top of this ultrasound. What? It's just so wild to me that she could even be like, yeah, I did that. In Judge Matta's court, Northeast Court Complex courtroom, At approximately 9:15 a.m., Laura Owens testified that she had made the changes to the ultrasound concerning the information on the banner portion, however, made no statements concerning the altered portion of the image itself. Owens testified that this image had not been used in any court proceedings. It's only been used for extortion. God! Owens reported that the ultrasound was done in California at Planned Parenthood, and Laura testified that she used a fake name. Recommend cats. Right, she calls 911 for mean tweets, but not for a violent assault. I believe the double standard reflects sexism. While Laura benefits as a predator, it's sexism that allows her to get away with it. Women are viewed as weak, so they can't be viewed as predators too. That's a great point. What I like most about Glass Podcast handling Love Trapped is that they also do the Betrayal podcast. So many women on there not getting taken seriously too. Yeah. Victims in general. I mean, victims in general don't get taken seriously. And you want to know why? Because fucking idiots like Laura Owens are like, I'm a victim, but ugh. During cross-examination, Owens testified that she had an ultrasound at Planned Parenthood in Southern California. She testified that during her deposition, she said it was in Mission Viejo because that's where she was staying. Owens testified that the ultrasound image was a true and accurate picture of the ultrasound that she received from Planned Parenthood in July of 2023. Owens testified that during her deposition, she admitted changing the information to reflect that the ultrasound was from Smile, along with the additional information noted on Figure 12. Owens maintained that the ultrasound, Figure 10, was never submitted to the court. Owens testified that she did attend an appointment with Planned Parenthood. Owens was confronted by Miss Arena with a records request response from Planned Parenthood, stating that she did schedule an appointment at Planned Parenthood for July 2nd but failed to attend. Owens testified that this was correct. Miss Arena added that the response also reported that the ultrasound image was not consistent with the ultrasound images generated by their practice. Owens responded by testifying that it was not consistent with the practice in Mission Viejo. When confronted with the fact, that the request was for all Planned Parenthoods in San Bernardino and Orange counties, Owens stated that it didn't cover Los Angeles. Owens testified that the ultrasound Figure 10 was from Planned Parenthood in Los Angeles on July 2nd. Planned Parenthood in Los Angeles was subpoenaed. Results indicated that there was no record of Laura Owens at that Planned Parenthood. Now, she's changed her story here a couple of times. It was a fake name, then she went anonymously, and then we saw emails where she was going to sign over the HIPAA consent to Clayton, and then she said on the stand that she had to go there and use these fake names because she didn't want Clayton to know where she went, and she can't keep her lies straight at all. And we can encourage male victims to be taken seriously without damaging female victims. Absolutely. Do we have a Discord? Another court case. I do have a Discord. I have a members Discord. But yes, Tiff. She is the epitome of the BS in our courts that's allowed. Right. Hi, Tony. She only calls the police for Instagram videos and Reddit threads. Where are we at? What are we reading? We're reading the investigation form, the report from start to finish. It is opinionators. It's the second one. So I have 3 tiers. It's the second tier. Thanks, Colt. Oh, God. So here is an email from Planned Parenthood. And this is going to be them stating that clarifications of no records. We do not have a chart for this patient among our facilities in Los Angeles County. I certify that a complete and thorough search of all active and inactive files have been made for requested records. It is understood that such records may exist under another date, spelling, name, or classification, but with the information provided to our office and the best of my knowledge, no such records exist. I hereby declare under penalty of perjury, pursuant to the laws of the state of California, that foregoing is true and correct. If you have any questions pertaining to this letter, please contact me. So Planned Parenthood is like, she was never here. She was never here. Discord. Yeah, just contact me on IG. So during her deposition, Owens testified that she went to Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo. In the deposition, Owens testified that she received the ultrasound in Mission Viejo at Planned Parenthood. In Laura Owens' deposition, she is questioned about the video that shows her father, Ron Owens, touching a pregnant belly while he's in the hospital. Laura Owens is asked about this, and Laura testifies that it is her father touching her belly. Laura is confronted by the possibility that this is her sister. Her sister Sarah, whose stomach when she was pregnant. And Laura denies this, stating that it is her with her father. Laura is asked if there would be any reason that Sarah would say that it's her. And Laura testified that there is no reason that Sarah would say that it's her. Laura testified that she is about 21 weeks pregnant at this time. A screenshot was taken of the video and is figure 15 in this report. Figure 16 is a screenshot of the same video. However, it appears that figure 15 has been cropped to exclude the face of the actual pregnant person. Figure 16 has not been cropped and shows the video is actually of Ron Owens touching the pregnant belly of her sister, Sarah, which would tell me that Sarah, the police have interviewed Sarah, right? She's had to admit at some point that that was her video. And she's had to at least give over the original video, right? Who lost twins and lost them at 12 weeks. The story makes me angry. Right. Right. It's awful. To be fair, I don't think she's smart enough to know the difference between the words anonymous and confidential. Oh, God. I think this case also demonstrates how family court systems in particular can be exploited. Lower bar for proof, time limits to convey info, taking every issue separately. It's a problem. As somebody who's been through family court, I've been through family court, and you're right. You're right. Our situation was very complicated, and they didn't seem to care at all. It was like, these are the facts, whatever. And yeah, it goes very quick, and it sucks. Her lies and explanation of those lies are obviously bull. Clayton could never get medical info without her consent, period. Right. I love that they obviously have proof that she altered the original. Right. It could have been her mom, too. Her mom that said it? You think? I'm always gobsmacked that Laura continues to change the place where she got the sonogram with a straight face, as it is perfectly normal and what is all of our problems. Right. Right. Dave Neal viewed a video on PC. The expanded image showed it was Lowe's face that was cropped out on smaller devices. Oh. It was 6 years old. No. Not the ultrasound. Not the ultrasound. The one where this is her sister's video. There's a video of her dad in the hospital touching somebody's pregnant belly. And Laura used that and said it was hers. But she cropped it so that the face was out of there. And then they go on and they say that it's Sarah. So there's two versions of this video. And what I want to know is how they got the second version of the original video. And I'm wondering if they went to get it through the sister. Additionally, the video that figure 15 was taken has no audio track. The video from figure 16 has an audio track. Laura and her mother, Jan Black, can be heard talking in the background, which is interesting because if you take a video with an iPhone, I mean, unless you're on the phone, there's going to be audio. At the injunction against harassment hearing, her attorney, Joshua Lopez, Laura Owens admits Exhibit 46, which is described as medical records from various providers to confirm her pregnancy. In this exhibit is an HCG test from Sonora Quest through any lab test now. Why does she think anything works, Wallace? Oh, yeah, they had subpoenas for Jan Anlow's phone. It could have been her mom's phone. That's right. That's right. Not just cropping the audio, but she silenced the audio in her render because her and her mom were talking in the background. No, but what I'm saying is like that would have given it in her. Listen, I'm just trying to commit crime better, Bruce. So I'm just saying, like, if this were me and I were sending a video and I were taking out the audio, I would think that the person receiving it would be like, why is there no audio on this? Right? When you viewed it on the phone, it was cropped, but on PC, you could see more of her chin. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's a good guy. You should reach out. I bet he says yes. If Clayton says yes to being on my channel, I'm going to poop. I'm going to be like,
hello, Clayton.
He's going to be like, Jesus, God almighty. During the March 1st deposition, Laura Owens reported that she had an HCG test that she ordered on her own through any lab test now Scottsdale, and that this test showed a HCG level indicating that this was consistent with a non-viable pregnancy. The HCG test was taken on 10/23 and was processed by Sonora Quest Laboratories and indicated an HCG level of 102. Owens would have been approximately 22 weeks pregnant at the time and should have had an HCG level between 4,060 and 165,400. See Figure 17 from the American Pregnancy Association. So between 102 would have put her at 4 weeks pregnant. Say what you want about Corey Richens. But she did successfully wipe her digital footprint. You know what? That girl. How are these people so smart and so stupid at the same time? We were. So Dave sent me the video and I analyzed the metadata and provided him the analysis that the video was rendered about a half hour before sending it to Clayton, Steve, and Dave. Oh, God, you're so smart. That also included the note that it had 0 audio in the audio track. So it was a render, not an original iPhone video. So what did she do? Like put it through like iMovie? Y'all entertain. Get your sew on, girl. We don't know for sure if the warrant covered mom's phone, right? No, we do. We do. I think it is her phone and her mom's phone, certain electronics. Ugh. Happy to have you listening, Cracked Pepper. Bruce the Moose is one of the real heroes. Oh, that's a good point, Sherry. HCD labs are higher with twins. She also paid for Fent with a check. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about getting drugs with my husband. We drove past because my husband has done drugs before, and he drove past, and he's like, I picked up drugs here one time. And I'm like, I could get drugs here? And he's like, no, not you. You can't get drugs here. And I was like, why not? And he's like, because they'll think you're a cop. You're going to walk up to somebody and be like, excuse me, I'd like 1 drugs, please. I'm like, do you make change? Oh, God. Oh, they also got Ron's phone. Not all criminals are geniuses. Well, I just know I'm not smart enough to be a criminal. That's why I don't do it. I don't crime. During the June 10th hearing, Judge Matacourt Laura Owens testified that she went to the any lab test now and ordered an HCG test. Owens testified that the test indicated an HCG level of 102 and that she learned that this level was not consistent with a viable pregnancy. This is my favorite in the cross-examination. So you would agree with me that 102 is not consistent with a viable pregnancy? No. Owens also testified that she doctored this test one time Owens reported that she did this for the purpose of sending the results to Dave Neal in an effort to get him to stop creating harassing videos of her. After some discussion, Owens agreed that she changed the HCG level from 102 to 131,902, and this was listed as Exhibit B. Owens stated that she altered this HCG report, increasing the level, and offered it to a content creator as support for pregnancy, but did not offer it to the court. The altered report figures below. You know what I often think about too is like how much of this would have been sort of fine had she not reached out to anybody. Had she not gone after content creators, had she not messed around with Dave Neal, had she not gone to like this, like any of this would have gone way better for her. Oh, she must have made her own render with any video editing software. That's crazy. Takes an entire chat many days to perfect a crime, and Lo thought she could pull this off. Honestly, how many of us are in the chat right now? 167. Okay, listen. I think if we all put our little brains together, we could crime. I'm just saying. I'm saying. What are you guys sewing? As a cop's wife of almost 20 years, I resemble your comments. Oh, God. She did that to turn Dave against Clayton, not to stop the videos. She would have been all about them if anyone believed her BS. Yeah, she did this all to herself. I think Gingras told Laura to wipe out her digital history and to get rid of the moon bump and that kind of evidence, but Lo couldn't get rid of her sister's and dad's mom's digital footprint. She thinks she's smarter than everybody else. Right. She does. I think she still thinks that she thinks she can still get out of this. During testimony in Judge Cynthia, Jesus died for our Cynthias. During cross-examination, Laura Owens testified that she had seen her OBGYN, Dr. Higley, the previous Friday. Owens was confronted by Miss Arena in Judge Matta's court, alleging that she lied to the court. Owens stated that she had an appointment scheduled but did not attend. Tomato, tomato. Miss Arena told Owens that saying that she was seen by a doctor is not the same as having an appointment set. Yes, it is. Owens agreed. Miss Arena asked Owens if she was dishonest when she stated that she was physically seen by Dr. Higley the Friday before November 2nd hearing. Owens said, correct. That's a very minor thing. Laura Owens agreed that she had never been seen by Dr. McCool or Dr. Higley for any medical appointments. Owens admitted to lying regarding that fact in the paternity hearing on the 10th day of June 2024 in Judge Matta's court. It was a minor perjury, according to Megan the Fox. And I was going to say something else right here, and I forgot what it was. But anyways, it's just a minor perjury. If she had dipped out of the paternity case with Lexi and never contacted Steve or Dave and written the Medium blogs, she would be fine right now. Well, and I think, too, you know, I think the escalation goes to show how much she's gotten away with, right? Like, she's never been punished for this type of behavior. So I truly think in this case, she's like, I'm fucking unstoppable. I can't do crime. Only look at my direction, my screen. Dude, also, if you commit a crime, don't tell me. I would tell so fast. I would have a cop drive past me and I'd be like, they murdered somebody. And the cop would be like, I wasn't even talking to you. Oh, a quilt. Fun. Crime is bad, Bacon. Don't do it. But I want to try. Hi, Carl. Long time no see. Late arrival today, but love your coverage of the shit show that is low. Thank you, Polly. That is why those two are two peas in a criminal pod. And laughter, that's what I was going to say. Thank you. Thank you. Correct. That's a very minor thing. And then laughter ensued. I was going to be like, and then everybody laughed. Right. And we all laughed because of the song. My neighbors were listening to Bacon Bears while I fixed my festival lights on my I'll try to keep the swearing down. I'm sorry. Did somebody laugh in court? Yes. Yes, they did. Raised by a Catholic, I am haunted by an overwhelming sense of guilt. Even now in my atheism, I can confess to crimes I have not committed and voices I don't have. And then you get down on your knees, and then you get up and you hallelujah and you read the hymns. It's great. Oh, God. Let's see. Laura, yes, she had everybody giggling. Hi, Karen. How are you? During the deposition with Mr. Woodnick reviewed all the medical providers and the prescription drugs that Owens had, including asking about Pregnil, HCG. Owens denied being prescribed Pregnil and never mentioned seeing Dr. Carmen Mora, Innova Med Spa. Innova Med Spa provides a Pregnil HCG diet. During the paternity hearing in Judge Matta's court, Owens' attorney, David Gingrich. Dude, listening to the amount of people that get his name wrong is so funny to me. It's so funny to me. Because nobody can get his name right. And it must piss him off. He referenced the pregnancy tests, asked Owens if she did anything to tamper with those tests. Owens responded by saying no. Mr. Gingrich then asked Owens if she took any drugs, hormones, or substances at all to affect the outcome. Owens responded no. Mr. Gingrich asked Owens if she used someone else's urine to affect the outcome. Owens responded no. Mr. Gingrich, referring to the Sonora Quest HCG result from October 16th of 2023, asked Owens if she did anything at all to tamper with this test, if she took any drugs, injected herself with anything at all to affect this test. Owens responded, no, I did not. I am divine. Thank you. You're thinking of plea? Carl, you might be the only one. I know. She said gringus. Gringus. Know all about. Yeah. Is the guilt, girl. Is the guilt. I function from a place of guilt. Right. I often leave these chats. Are you guys mad at me? Are you mad at me? During the paternity hearing, David Gingrich entered into evidence 2 videos that Owens self-took showing her pregnant stomach. These were labeled as Exhibit A and A7. Also, you want to know what's funny is the way she stands in here is like this. I always had like my hands. I've never taken a pregnancy shot like that. I don't think so. Bring back gingivitis. Oh, God. If Clayton says yes when he answers the phone, you should say, Clayton, I'm having your baby. No! I'm not using this man's trauma against him. Ugh. Oh, Carl, thank you. That's so kind. The important thing to remember about this document is that every detail is included for a reason. Right. Anyways, the way she stands is weird. So anyway, she made these. Let's zoom in on them, shall we? And this is her. Wait, what are the dates on here? Because why does the belly look different? Are these 2 separate videos? I thought they were the same. Oh, I guess she's wearing a different bra. Same pants. Okay. But they look... oh, wait, here. A6 was created on September 19th, and A7 was created on October 9th. Okay. Ugh. Glamour shots. Right. My hands were permanently on the small of my back. That's like if I were to take a picture, it would be, or you hold the belly. Like you immediately touch the belly. It's just such a weird way to stand. I feel like that's the way I stand when I'm trying to do like a before picture of like the weight I'm going to lose. Right. It looks like a weight loss video, like the befores and after. Yes. Yes. On that pose, and didn't find one single instance of a woman posing like that in a pregnancy shot. It's just so weird. It's such a weird. And that's a stomach bulge, not a uterus bulge. I should show you guys the way I looked pregnant. It was crazy. Too much pizza. In Judge Judy's court, which I haven't watched yet, Laura Owens refers to a Reddit image as the Halloween one. This is an image which a screenshot from a Reddit thread captioned, "How to win the scariest Halloween costume contest." Owens testified that this is her showing her stomach, holding a sonogram of their son. I thought there were two babies. I thought they're, hey, Yeku, hi. That only Eckerd had possession of. Owens testified that the sonogram that she is holding in the screenshot is the image that she sent to Eckerd, and that he was the only one that would have been able to post it. Only of the son? Why didn't you give him the picture of his daughter? I'm sure he would have wanted the picture of his daughter. Where's that one? 7th Avenue Davis crush. That lady. What? Oh, and with the AI filter, in these videos, you can see whatever filter she used manipulating the bottom, the side of the door. It makes me think she was bloated and used a filter too. I haven't seen the videos. After a whole pizza. How does it feel to be living my dream? Owens testified that this is her showing her stomach, holding a sonogram of their son. That only Eckerd had. Oh, okay. Here we go. Mentioned that the post was made by the one and only Jen? Just Jen? Is that you? Oh, yeah, Jessica Biel. I was thinking of the mom. I was like, Dave Neal has a crush on the mom. The mom was the first lady that came to my mind. I'm going to start a rumor. I'm going to start a rumor that Dave's in love with this woman right here. Hold on. This woman. Wait. No, what did I do? This woman right here. Beverly Mitchell. Yeah. Wait. Who is he in love with? Is he in love with her? Oh. That's so funny. Anyways. Owens testified that she did not know this person and referenced the sonogram, stating that Eckerd was the only one that she sent it to. Owens testified that she sent the sonogram image to Eckerd because she was concerned about the baby's profile. Owens reported that she sent the image to Eckerd in an email. The image is a profile, and it doesn't look like the baby has a nose. And she was concerned that the baby has a genetic defect. Eckerd testified that he did receive the sonogram from Owens. Not me. Lies. Lies and deceit. No. Oh, God. I wonder how her sister felt. I wonder how her sister felt knowing that Laura sent her baby sonogram worried about the face being deformed. Yep. I could tell you if one of my sisters was using picture of my children, they would catch some of these rights and they would catch some of these lefts. I'm just telling you. Wait, she ate a whole pizza? Oh, God. Little to no fetal DNA. If she were or had recently been pregnant, the results would have been different. Right. Science. Science! Exactly. So here's the sonogram. This looks like any one of my sonograms. So there's that. A similar sonogram image was located during the search of Owens' iCloud. The image was determined to have been Owens' sister, Sarah, which was originally created at Northwell Health. Laura Owens altered the image by removing Sarah's first name and the Northwell Health stamp. Oh, my God. Even if she tells the lawyer she's taking the plea, she'll back out during the allocution because she won't be able. I don't think she's going to be able to admit it. I really don't. Oh, yeah, we have women's rights and women's lefts merch. The more of this I hear and comprehend, the more I think the entire family has a part. Yeah. I think I heard on Melissa Jade's channel that Laura ordered Domino's for like 40 nights in a row. Well, that would make sense. I wouldn't poop forever. They would have to isolate her from Gingy to get her to take a plea deal. I don't know. You don't think that Gingras would tell her to take the plea? The investigation has shown that the allegations of paternity, as well as the ensuing restraining order hearings, were brought by false allegations, lies, and contrived evidence that were intentionally orchestrated by Laura Michelle Owens in an attempt to increase her notoriety. Laura Michelle Owens attempted to blackmail Clayton Eckerd, a television personality, into an intimate relationship and likely would have deceived her way to an actual pregnancy. Auntie M! Thank you. Sacrifice. You guys are all sacrifices now. Auntie M, thank you so much. Sacrifice. You guys are the best. Who do we got? Cracked Pepper, Lori, Viking, K4, Ville Marie. Thank you guys. I'm a sacrifice. Laura Michelle Owens attempted to blackmail Clayton Eckerd, a TV personality, into an intimate relationship and likely would have deceived her way into an actual pregnancy, thereby reaping financial gains through child support payments as well as other financial incentives. Additionally, with increased notoriety would come an increased subscribership to Owens' podcast, resulting in increased commercial value. Thank you so much to Auntie M. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. Mort is the best. I'm a sacrifice. I thought it was cool because I'm King Julian. I need a volcano. I got to build myself a volcano. I'll do that for you guys to just like throw me in. Count 1. Fraud schemes is a class 2 felony. Laura Owens, an adult female podcast host, created. I hope that when I go to jail, they introduce me like this. Bacon Bears, an adult female podcast host. Making a creator database. I feel like it could be useful for remembering when in the timeline big moments happen. What do you mean? For the whole thing? A stuffed fusa. What's that? I want that. Created a scheme to elevate her notoriety and increase her commercial value by attempting to blackmail Clayton Eckerd, a television celebrity, into a romantic relationship by fraud, trickery, and deception. To this end, Laura Owens perjured herself in court hearings and a deposition, as well as tampering with evidence, forging documents, and material misrepresentation, deceiving the courts and the victim, Clayton Eckerd. I think I really only have 2 unique videos, Lisa Chen and the judge's dad. Oh, trying to work at the same time. Boo, hiss, tomato, tomato, don't work. Boo, hiss. Quit your job. Just kidding, don't do that. 1 count perjury. Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County Superior Court in front of Judge G when she testified that there was no possibility that she could be pregnant by anyone other than Clayton Eckerd by stating there's no chance there's anybody else. It was determined that Owens had sexual intercourse with this man. I don't want to read that on my channel. On or about the 5th day of May and on or about the 27th day of May. I want to see how they found that out so bad. And then they interviewed that guy. I want to know so bad. Was always chasing and trying to eat King Julian. Yeah. Oh. Okay. We could play that. Listen, I'm here for whatever you guys want. All the best. All the best.
All the best.
Is already very data driven. Okay. Got it. No, my birthday is May 5th. Happy birthday. And the company is bankruptcy. It's for the best.
All the best.
Yeah, I do think that she just thinks she's going to get herself out of it. Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County when she testified that there was no possibility that she could be pregnant by anyone other than... Oh, this is just repeating what it said. Okay. 1 count perjury. During a sworn deposition at Greg Woodnick's office, Clayton Eckerd's attorney, Laura Owens, testified that she and Eckerd had penetrative sex and that she advised her sister, Sarah Navarro, that she and Eckerd had penetrative sex via text message. So obviously we don't have those texts yet. I'm sure a lot. Man, we got a lot of summer birthdays. A lot of May in here. I'm June. June 11th. She lied. She always lies. May 26th. Let's go. We should all pitch in and buy it together. I haven't watched the whole musical. I've watched some of it. 1 count forgery is a class 4 felony. Laura Owens forged Sarah Owens Navarro's sonogram to create the appearance that the sonogram belonged to Laura Owens and that she was pregnant with the twins in order to defraud Clayton Eckerd into believing that she was carrying his children. In very slow mode today. 1 count perjury. During a sworn deposition at the office of Greg Woodnick, Clayton Eckerd's attorney, Laura Owens, testified to a sonogram image that she admitted to changing the location, the date, and placing her name on the top of the banner. However, maintaining that image itself was that of her ultrasound, indicating that she was pregnant with twins. The sonogram was altered and initially that of her sister, Sarah. Why would you have to change it? I still want to know why you would have changed it. Ugh. Oh, yeah. We'd have to sage the house. Just burn it to the ground. Happy birthday! King Julian whistling. We'll have to get that. So sad YouTube never sends me notifications. Dang it! I'm sorry. 2 counts perjury. Class 4 felony. Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County Superior Court in front of Judge Matta. When she testified to a sonogram image, Owens' attorney asked if she had a sonogram done in California. Owens responded by stating, "Yes, I did." Owens admitted to changing the location, the date, and placing her name at the top of the banner. This sonogram was altered and initially that of her sister, Sarah. I could never buy their house. Too many bad vibes. I bought my house from a nice lady who was moving into a condo near her kids after having a nice life there with her family. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Maybe we could make it a museum. Just so we can all sit in the casita. one count perjury. During a sworn deposition at the office of Greg Woodnick, Clayton Eckerd's attorney Laura Owens testified to a video clip of her father, Ron Owens, in a hospital bed, rubbing her belly, pregnant belly. Owens maintained that this was her and her father by stating, "My dad is in the hospital and he touched my stomach." However, Owens's face was not visible. The original video was located during the investigation, and it can be seen that Owens's sister, Sarah Owens, is the subject with the pregnancy. Also, why do you think that I guess she never thought this was going to get investigated, right? But why do you think you could lie about it and they wouldn't figure it out? Like, why do you think that the police would never figure it out that this video does not belong to you? It doesn't make any sense. Owens Family Horror Museum. Grow and burn sage there, right. Mine was a marijuana grow house that got seized. What vibes are those? Chill vibes. Chill vibes. One count perjury. Laura Owens committed perjury when she testified that she had seen her OBGYN, Dr. Higley, that previous Friday by stating that another OBGYN that she is seeing is Dr. Higley, who I saw last Friday. Owens admitted to lying regarding the fact in the paternity evidentiary hearing. Oh, sorry. On the 10th day of June 2024 in Judge Mattis court. Yeah, I guess she never thought they would investigate her. I have a hard time with this one. I can't imagine Sarah's in-laws would be okay with their grandson's ultrasounds shared like this. Do we think Sarah knew Laura and Jan were using their images to defraud Clayton? Do I think she actively knew? I mean, I would like to say no. I don't know. I would like to say no. And then sometimes in these families, when people do fucked up shit, like, you're just supposed to be quiet. You know what else I was thinking was, maybe this is just speculation, obviously, but maybe Sarah stays quiet because we know that the parents give a lot of money to Laura. We don't know how much money the parents give to Sarah. So, I mean, maybe it's monetarily beneficial for her to just keep quiet. But again, yeah, she never thought that she would face criminal charges. She lies all the time, and before now, everyone boarded down or went along with it. Right. Right. If they find the moon bump, I will die. I will die. I think if Sarah didn't know, she knows now and chooses to stay silent. I have to say, we're different people, but if my sister did all of this and used pictures of my kids, I wouldn't be having her over at my house. But they gave her death. I don't think they were helping her, giving Sarah as much because she had her own career and husband who made money. Hey, Kiki. I'm pretty sure none of them would reprimand Laura out of fear of Laura's wrath, but I believe her mom actually helps her because they're both sick. Yeah, she hasn't said one word. I mean, I don't know if I would say anything either, but I wouldn't be complicit. Like, you're not coming to my house. You're not hanging out with my kids. Yeah, that's a good point too. We did this one. Okay, one count perjury. During a sworn deposition, Laura Owens testified that she had not used any type of prescription drugs, including Pregnil, that would affect the pregnancy tests. When asked about Pregnil, Owens responded, "I don't know what that is." And the rest of this is redacted. So I assume they found that she has some. No spoilers. I don't do liars, right? Any money they have, Laura was borrowed. Yeah, I gotta tell you, like, if you're using my sonogram and you're being like, this kid has problems, I'll punch you in the face. The new attorney? Really? Ugh. I don't know, man. 1 count perjury. Laura Owens committed perjury while... Oh, the No, we're talking about the one that she moved in the... Remember we were watching the IAH, the injunction hearing? Wasn't that where she was like moving it around and she only focused on her belly? That's the one we're talking about. She committed perjury when she testified that she did not do anything to tamper with the pregnancy tests. Owens' attorney, David Gingrich, referenced the pregnancy tests and asked Owens if she did anything at all to tamper with those tests. Owens responded by saying no. Mr. Gingrich asked Owens if she took any drugs, hormones, or any substances at all to affect the outcome. Owens responded no. Mr. Gingrich asked Owens if she used someone else's urine to affect the outcome. Owens responded no. Sarah knew some of this stuff was going on and had supported her, and we don't know the depths of what Sarah knew. But she knew about Clayton and what was going on. That's crazy. Sarah and her husband co-signed on a loan that her parents have defaulted on. Oh, God. Oh. Stay silent. I get it. Let him come in. Right. I wouldn't. I don't let anybody come over to see my kids, though. Right. I'll be testifying. Right. You'll be hearing from me. Right. The mobile bump. I think they all support each other. They're all in this together. But Greg says nobody gets in trouble for perjury. I forgot about that. Gingrich. Dingus. Plus, Laura had been charged for those fake stomach images she used in court. Sorry to clarify, any money they gave Laura was borrowed from now defaulted credit accounts. It means nothing to them. I bet it. I absolutely, Poindexter. I think, and that's why I'm reading it like this, because I'm sure it chaps his ass. She definitely had the moon bump. She knew to get rid of it. That's which is why they didn't probably bother looking for one during the raid. We don't know if they found evidence, no devices of purchase. Let's see. Micah said that she wasn't innocent. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that part yet. I thought his name was Gringos for like 2 whole lives. Gringos! 2 counts of tampering with physical evidence. Laura Owens committed tampering with physical evidence by admitting 2 false exhibits during the hearing of Judge Matta's court. Did she admit them or did they admit them? Did Eckert admit them? Exhibit A6 and A7 are videos that Owens created attempting to convince the court. Oh, she did. Oh, bummer, dog. That's not good. That's not good. She was in fact pregnant. Can't do that. 2 counts perjury. So much perjury. It's too much perjury. Oh, by admitting false exhibits and testifying to their validity during the hearing in Judge Matta's court on the 10th day of June. Exhibit A6 and A7 are videos that she created attempting to convince the court that she was in fact pregnant. By showing her appearance as being pregnant, Owens was asked about these videos. Owens stated, "That's me showing my pregnant stomach." Owens reported that she took the video on October 9th. Yeah, she admitted it. I think Laura's been a string of firecrackers her whole life, and her parents... Yeah, I agree. I agree. Everybody called him Gingras with a hard... Oh, Gingras? You can tell from the raid video that her parents are not at all surprised by her behavior. They were a little too calm for my liking. Let me tell you. If I get a knock on my door at 6 a.m., somebody's ass is getting handed to them, even if it's my child's. Let me tell you. Oh, God. Everything. Everything. She admitted them, and then, yeah, he doubled down. Listen, this, again, I said this yesterday, and I'll say this today. This is such a case of play stupid games, win stupid prizes for both of them. Both of them. The moon was probably sitting in the black chair, and it was... Right. Oop. All right, what do we got? If I stop the poll, you guys think she's not taking it. I really hope she doesn't. If she doesn't, I'm going to have to call in my mother-in-law so she can babysit the kids so I can live stream this trial because I have to. I have to rave so much that the people in the back... People back away and leave her alone. And that's the thing, right? Like, we've seen it in real time, and even Clayton said it. You're trying to overwhelm him. She's used to being able to overwhelm people and get her way. I know people like that. Yeah, fuck around and find out, man. 1 count purge. Laura committed perjury while testifying when she testified regarding a sonogram that was attached to an image of herself in a spoof Halloween costume package from Reddit. Owens testified that the sonogram image she is seen holding in the overall image is a sonogram of our son that only he had possession of. Owens' attorney asked if that sonogram was a sonogram that she sent Clayton or if anyone else received it. Owens stated that the ultrasound was not sent to anyone else. This sonogram image was found to have been from Owens' sister, Sarah. Oy. Damn, I missed the poll. I don't think she'll, and hope she doesn't take the plea deal. She'll never admit it. Live streaming of this trial is a must. I told my mother-in-law, I'm like, please come here and help me. Ugh. I feel like they knew they were busted and acted accordingly. On the other hand, you know, I find it interesting because I was watching it back again and I'm like, I find it is interesting that she escalates when she gets to her mom. It goes and she just feels so safe and so like validated when her mom is there. It's a salad bowl. This is why you can't eat at everybody's house. Live stream the trial, all 2-3 weeks of it, please and thank you. Yeah, if anything, I told my husband, I'm like, this one I'll have to do from gavel to gavel. I would have to. Funny shit is she thought she could get those guys for perjury in their court cases. My mom said I was that kind of kid. Well, I tried to be. Thankfully, she cured me of it. Yeah. Did anyone know if Sarah is listed as a witness for the prosecution? I don't know if we have those lists yet. Do we? Another good video moment is when DSG revealed that it was the sister sonogram. Oh my God. She is listed. No, I think she escalated it because there are people who are like, listen, there are people who are bad as fuck. And then there are people who are bad as fuck when they get people around them. You know, like, oh, they're holding me back. They're holding me back. And I think, like, I mean, she was escalated the whole time. But it went up a notch when she got around her mom. And I think she's so used to just throwing a temper tantrum and getting her way and having her parents bail her out that she thought that was going to work. All right, let's move on. What do we got here? Redactions. What is this? Reports. Okay. This is, who is this? Supplemental report form. State witness list is available. Ooh. Never actually covered a trial. I'm usually gaming, but this case is a game changer. If I had acted like Lowe, I would now be known as El Jacob because my mom would have knocked the hell right out of me. Right. My mom beat me a lot more for a lot less, let me tell you what. Okay. So I was contacted by Lieutenant J. Plummer and asked to investigate allegations of perjury. Okay. So this is all of this. This was filed in family court. The petition is for child support, parenting time, and legal decision-making. The petition reports that the person had sexual intercourse in this state as a result of which a minor child may have been conceived. Additionally, the petition requests that unreimbursed medical expenses incurred by the mother resulting from birth of the minor child or children should be awarded to the petitioner. The petition was signed and was notarized by Hunter Vincent Maurer. Laura Owens contacted Clayton Eckerd via LinkedIn. Okay, so we know this. Judge Matta for the respondent. Okay. So this is just more of what they're doing. Here's Clayton Eckerd. I began by providing Clayton with my business cards and advised that it contained my contact information. I explained that the investigation that the Maricopa County Attorney's Office is conducting is limited to criminal matters. I told Clayton that the crimes we were considering would be perjury, tampering with evidence, and possible extortion. I'll DM the list to you. Hell yeah. Thank you. What do you think she was like as a child? A monster. I think this is an exact depiction of who she was as a child. We still haven't seen Greg's investigative report. Well, I'll go through all of them. Gingrich was listed as a witness. Interesting. I asked Clayton to tell us how they met and how the relationship began. Clayton told us that he had just obtained his real estate license and that Laura contacted him on LinkedIn, telling him that she wanted to do some creative deals. They exchanged contact information. Clayton told us that Laura is very flirty off the gate, but he kept it professional. Clayton said that the next contact was about a week later. He said that he took an edible. She sent him a provocative photo, and he told her to come over. Laura did come over, and she performed oral twice. Clayton said that they didn't have sexual intercourse. Clayton said that the second time, Laura ran straight to the bathroom. He said that he didn't think anything of it at the time. Clayton said that he went to sleep, and the next day he showed her homes. Clayton said that he told Laura that this was a mistake. He shouldn't have crossed the professional boundary, and that he could refer her to one of his coworkers. At this, Laura began to cry, telling him that she wanted to see where this would go and that she thought there was something special between them. She told him that she still wanted to work with him. Greg's report has not been released. Okay. Also, one of the things that I find very interesting is when you're listening to the podcast and Clayton is giving his version of events, he talks about how she was crying hysterically in the car. And then all of a sudden she wasn't. And she was like, okay, fine. And there's a very, very noticeable switch from crying to not. I just got a text message from my mother-in-law, who is in the chat. Don't talk in the chat. Only send me text messages. Everybody say hi to my mother-in-law in the chat. Say hi, mother-in-law. My number one supporter. But she texted me and said it's a very sick family system. Laura's at the middle. Everyone focuses on Laura so they don't have to focus on the real problem, maybe, which is the dad or the mom. But Sarah's just playing the part that she has been assigned. And then she said that she would like to go to the trial, but she would always rather spend time with my kids. Hi. And we talked about that too with my family dynamic. And, we talked about how the family I am so blessed with my mother-in-law, and I don't think she has TikTok, but there's so many times where I'll scroll and somebody's like complaining about their mother-in-law. And I just want to send her a thing and be like, thank you for not being psychotic. I sent one to my sister-in-law the other day. I'm like, hey, thanks for not being a cunt. But anyways, there are these family dynamics sometimes where they have to protect the prodigal son. We talked about this the other day, right? They have to protect that one because it's easier. because it makes life easier when you protect the squeakiest wheel. I asked Clayton if Laura knew who he was prior to this. Clayton said that he feels like she targeted him and that she claimed that she had tried to contact his office but couldn't get a hold of anyone. Clayton told us that he checked with his old office, and they said they'd never heard from this woman. Clayton added that they also saw that the last 8 guys that she followed on social media were all athletes, real estate agents, and good-looking guys. Clayton said that Laura also applied for The Bachelor during a previous season. He said that she claimed not to know who he was. You know, and for somebody who claims to not know who he was, she brings up the fact that he was The Bachelor all the time. All the time. Ugh. I am very blessed. My mother-in-law is fabulous. I had a horrific experience with my mother-in-law and her golden son. No! I'm so sorry. Not me. I actually, my mother-in-law, when she comes to my house, and if I'm fighting with my husband, I'll tell her, I'll be like, get your son. And my mother-in-law will be like, that's a you problem now. That's yours. She's like, sorry. Lo will never take the plea. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how she feels. I don't know. I go back and forth. I'm going to be disappointed if she does, though. He said that she claimed not to know who he was and that she never watched the show, but she's interviewed former guys from the show. Clayton thought his name may be Chris Lane and thinks that she may have tried to get him caught up in a similar situation. Chris was a previous bachelor. Families tend to cater to the most dysfunctional person in order to keep the peace, but the only person's peace that they are keeping is the one causing the problem. And theirs, because it's better to keep theirs than to fix the actual problem. She never not identifies him as the bachelor. Right. She knew he was the bachelor. Ugh. Laura was way more upset about the police holding mom's phone than when they took her phone. Yeah, probably because she deleted a ton of stuff. I bet. I spent a lot of time in the library as well. Keep me occupied. I wish Laura had gotten onto The Bachelor. The level of manipulation and coercion she would endure while being made a fool on TV would have been entertaining. The Bachelor was never missed in my estrogen-filled household. Right, that's one Ron said. Often the squeakiest wheel was created by the family itself. And then they placate and purchase peace in a party to buy forgiveness and hide their own secrets and voices. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Chris Soules was the bachelor, not Chris Lane. Oh. Well, that's what it says here. I don't know. I've never... The only Bachelor I watched was with Gary Jerry. Oh, and then the Golden Bachelorette. Those were the only 2 I've ever watched. I said that I understand that Laura came to his place and he had an edible before, and he asked Laura asked if Laura took an edible. Clayton said that she did take one when she arrived. I said that I understand that there was oral sex twice, and after the second time she ran into the bathroom. Clayton indicated so. I asked why he thinks she ran into the bathroom. Clayton said he didn't think she had any intention of spitting it out and then pushing it inside of herself, but that was his concern. Clayton said they watched the first time they were on the couch. He and she swallowed. The second time they were on his bed and she ran straight to the bathroom. He assumed she was going to spit it out, but then 11 days later, after he blocked her, she told him that she's fertile and that she felt his fluid down there and that she might be pregnant. 3 days later, she messaged him and said she was pregnant. Clayton told us that he blocked her because she told him that she wanted to date him and that she won't move forward with the real estate deals unless he dates her. Clayton told her that he was done and he was going to pass her off onto one of his coworkers, and Laura said that she didn't want that. Clayton responded by telling Laura that he was done and she should find someone else. He's not representing her. Clayton said that he became concerned that Laura spit his semen out and inserted it in her vagina after she told him she was pregnant. She does need to be behind bars. She is a dangerous person, not just to men, but to a lot of people. A lot of people. Mostly victims who go through this whole thing. I asked how much contact there was between Laura and him. You want a new poll? Mr. Pike, can you make a poll? Or do I have to make a poll? How many more attorney changes before she goes to trial? I don't think I've ever known a person to get rejected so many times, let alone by the same person. You know, it's a skill. I wish I had the go get 'em that Laura Owens has. Because I don't. The first no, and I'm like, cool, I'm out of here. Clayton said that there was constant communication. Clayton advised that he has an entire file on his laptop that has every interaction that he had with her. She sent him over 500 emails and texted him from approximately 13 different phones. Clayton told me that he can provide all of them to us. Laura did stop the communication after he obtained the IAH. I asked when Laura obtained an injunction. Clayton said she obtained an order of protection, and she obtained that once he filed the injunction. Clayton told us that they set a hearing for his injunction. The next day, Laura obtained the order of protection in retaliation. I asked if Laura violated the injunction by making contact with him. Clayton said that he gets random texts and emails still from an anonymous provider called Proton Mail. He said that he knows it's her, but he's still unable to trace it. Laura has not contacted him directly since the injunction. I cannot make a poll. Pike, I don't know. Sarah Boone line lawyers out of the door. In what Reader's Digest condensed novel world does anyone get the idea of a relationship contract? I have to tell you, of all the things that I've seen in my 40 years on this planet, that is new. That is new. Because I thought the only dating contract was marriage. Where it's like, I'll date you forever. She's extremely dangerous. My biggest fear watching this case in real time before she announced she wasn't pregnant. I thought she could be capable of one of those women that cut. Yep. I don't think she actually wants a child. I think she wants a person. And also, too, I think she's one of those people that if she had a child, she would be very jealous of the love that was given to that child. And she is dangerous, and it's not just romantic. She's been successful litigating against Uber, Cactus, Lone Star, and tried PS Creative, but luckily the community helped to stop that. Yeah, I need to go over those as well. I made a video about it, like all her other victims, but I haven't edited it or released it yet because I don't think that I have the Lone Cactus one right yet. It kind of goes through, just tell me if you guys want it. If you guys want it, I'll put it together. But it goes through her litigations, the timelines at the same time, so you can really see how she's managing all of this at once. And it's crazy. It's crazy once you start putting the dates together. Hi, Jupiter. Babysitting contract with mama-in-law to live stream the trial. You can ask Laura to draft it. Do you hear that, mother-in-law? You're going to sign a contract. She doesn't have to. She'll just be. She's like, I'll be there. I asked Clayton about the sonogram and the fact that Laura admitted to changing the date and changing where it's from. I asked if he has that sonogram. Clayton said that he does, and it's in one of his files. She sent it to him advising that this is her ultrasound. Clayton told us that there are 3. There's one that she originally claimed that it came from Smile, Southwest Medical Imaging. Clayton said he was on a Zoom call with Laura and her attorney, Bonnie Platter, when she showed it to him. Clayton said he took a screenshot of it because he wanted a record of it. This was one that she tampered with, reporting that she changed the name. This one was used in the deposition, and she submitted it to Judge Matta using it in the court. Clayton said there was a second ultrasound that she claimed was of one of the children, where it showed a facial deformity. Laura used that in the order of protection hearing, showing the judge that her child had a facial deformity. Clayton said that he believes it is Laura's sister's ultrasound. She blocked out the first name on top of it. It only says Owens. The date of birth was also cut out. The third one was a video, and that was sent to him via email. The video was from YouTube from 7 years ago. Clayton said he used this video to fight the order of protection during the hearing, and Clayton asserted in the hearing that the video was fraudulent and tried to admit it. The judge wouldn't admit it or watch the video. Do we not like evidence? The fuck? Oh my God. On her terms only, though. Yeah, it's interesting to me that they would do a podcast and absolutely no one would say anything about Laura. Nobody. Court is stressful. I love your videos. I laugh the whole time. Yay! Let's see. Can you even imagine if she was on Courtney Robertson's season? I don't even know who that is. Courtney Robertson was at the June 10th hearing. Oh my God. Who is that? I asked if all 3 videos were used in this case, and Clayton said the second one with the facial deformity was used in the order of protection hearing. Laura used the one from the Smile facility in the FC 2023 case. I asked if she used the YouTube video in the family court case, and Clayton indicated not, adding that Laura contends that Greg Gillespie hacked her email and sent that to him. I redirected the conversation back to the relationship and asked if there was any kind of dating after he suggested that she work with one of his associates for real estate, and Clayton said no, that one night was the only time that they were intimate. Just the layers of her lies and the fact that she doesn't care, obviously, about how she doesn't like how any of this affects anybody. But like the facial deformities, and then adding on the, special needs stuff, and adding on all this other stuff, and as a mother of a son who has special needs. Listen. I know how hard it is, right? I know how hard it is to be a parent of a child who has any sort of more needs than your typical child, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. But then to sit here and use that in your lie and talk about special needs and facial deformities as if they're the worst thing in the world, and I'll blame this on you, and, I'll have something to use against you if there's something wrong with this baby, and blah, blah, blah. It's very sick. It also gives me an insight into how she views people who are different with whatever needs those are, which makes me sad. It makes me mad. It makes me frustrated. And the thing is, so my son, he's emerging verbal, and he's going to be 10 this year. And do I wish that things were different? Yes and no. I've had this conversation with my mother-in-law, and I think that I wish things were different, because my biggest fear is what happens to my son if I don't exist. The world just eats him up and spits him out. That is my biggest fear. I wish that he had more skills to navigate the world if I wasn't here. However, if my son wasn't autistic, he would not be the absolute angel that he is. And the life that we live as parents is very different, and it's very lonely, and it's very challenging. But on the flip side, I've learned so much about life in the past 10 years by having my son than I have in the 30 years before that. And I've learned a ton about my daughter. My daughter had some medical issues going on in 2023, and she's overcome them, and she goes through them, and she has medical trauma, and she has all these things, and she gets through them. And I just had this thought the other day. I was sitting with my daughter, and I was like, you are the woman I aspire to be. She is just so brave and resilient and happy and kind and wonderful. And I'm going to start fucking crying. And that's not what I wanted to do today. But when she uses this as a thing, as a weapon, it is so low and disgusting. And I can't imagine if I had somebody that I knew saying things like this about somebody with some sort of deformity or mental issue or health issue or whatever. And not that she cares, right? Not that she cares. But just to look at somebody who would just be like, you know, I think the thing is, right, when you have a child and you decide to be a parent, you are going to love that baby no matter what. You have decided that you're going to love that baby and you're going to take on the role of being a parent. Obviously, we know that children are expendable for her. But to add that extra layer and be like, well, this is the punishment that you get. My son being autistic is not a punishment. It is not a punishment. If anything, it is a blessing. It is a very challenging lesson. I have learned how to be patient. I have learned how to communicate in ways that are not verbal. I have learned how to advocate. I have learned so many lessons from my son being alive, but it is not a punishment. And when she uses this, or she says that she's autistic, and she uses that because people like to say they're autistic and that's what causes their bad behavior, I would like to punch these people directly in the face. And that's it. And that's it. Anyways, sorry. This just fucking pisses me off. Another reason why Laura is so unsympathetic. Yeah. Have you read all the texts and emails between Michael and Laura? No, but we will get to those. Did you ever see that she got diagnosed with autism? She has no, yeah. You know what? I don't believe her either. I don't believe her. Being, becoming, or caring for a disabled person makes you look at everything differently, in my opinion, from experience. Yeah. Laura's just gross and sick. And when she said she would hold any deformities of the kid on Clayton, what the fuck is wrong with her? She never cared. And you know what? I have to say, the fact that Clayton never said anything about that, never even responded about a baby with deformities, tells me so much about his character as a person. Rogue Mama, thank you for the jewels. Why are my eyes leaking? You wouldn't change your child's needs for your own sake, but you would change them to make his life easier. I would also just change the fact that I would like to have a conversation. My guys, hold on. Okay, hold on. I have to tell you the biggest thing. And also, mother-in-law, if you are still watching, okay, I have to tell you this. All right, and then we'll get back. Okay? All right, listen. For the first time, I had a back and forth conversation with my son the other day. Okay, let me tell you about it. So my son is considered emerging verbal, and he will repeat things, so we give him prompts, and we'll be like, hey, Moose, are you hungry? Yes or no? And so now we don't have to give him the yes or no prompt anymore. I'll like get something, and he'll say yes or no. So anyways, we're walking around the block. My son loves Paw Patrol, okay? So we are talking to each other, and he sees one of our neighbors has like these little wolves in the front of their yard. So he was like, Everest. And I was like, Everest. And then I was like, Suma and Chase. And he repeats. That's what he does. It's called echolalia when they repeat everything that you're saying. So anyways, I couldn't remember the name of the recycling pup. And I was like, I said it out loud. I was like, who's the name of the puppy that recycles? And he was like, Rocky. And I was like, what the fuck did you just say? And then I was like, okay. I was like, which puppy is the one that's a police officer? And he's like, Chase. And I was like, which one flies a helicopter? And he was like, Sky. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, don't get too excited. Hold on. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to start changing it up. I go, which one wears yellow? And he goes, Rebel. He understands the question and he's answering the questions. Anyways, my kids are the best. Sorry. I was thinking about that today. I tell my daughter all the time, I go, I am the luckiest mama in the world. Okay. Anyways. I mean, mooses are pretty dope. He is pretty dope. It is a proud mama moment. Laura is a predator and the aggressor, and she has used biased court system. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks for letting me share that with you, too. I appreciate that. My son is the greatest. Anyways. Oh, and he put together a 180-piece puzzle of Paw Patrol yesterday. Finished it. And then he destroyed it today. And he was like, more puzzle, please. Let's see. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get back to business. Detective Gonzalez reminded me, Clayton, that Laura indicated that there would be no real estate deal unless he dated her, and asked if she said that to him or if she texted or emailed it to him. Clayton said that she texted him saying that she couldn't move forward with him unless he gave her a chance. Clayton told her that he sent the deals out, so now he was going to look bad. He told Laura that his credibility would be in jeopardy unless she followed through. She responded telling him that she couldn't move forward unless he dates her. This contention then changed to stating that if he dates her for a week and it doesn't work out, hey, welcome. All hail King Julian. We appreciate you. Welcome to the members of Faro Papas. This contention then changed to stating that if he dates her for a week and it doesn't work out, then she'll have an abortion. If he doesn't date her, she would have the child. Detective Gonzalez said that he understands that she was threatening the real estate deal before she said she was pregnant. Clayton said yes. And then she went to the Arizona State Department of Real Estate and tried to get his license revoked. Detective Gonzalez asked if she had already said that she was pregnant at the time. Clayton said that it was all around the same time, adding that he cut off all communication and blocked her after day 8. Prior to that, Laura said that she could potentially be fertile and pregnant. At that point, Clayton told her that he was no longer going to represent her regarding real estate. And then on day 11, she said that she was pregnant. Laura was still moving forward with the Arizona Department of Real Estate, the ADRE, which we have covered. There are 3 parts, alleging that he was violating his fiduciary responsibility. Buck said it should take him 4 to 8 years. Hi, AJW. Oh. Depriving a person of honest services. Ugh. Clayton then reported that he has a letter that she sent, which he believes is an extortion letter. Laura said about a month ago that he either drops the case or she was going to sue him for $1.4 million. Clayton viewed this as a threat, and she was going to sue him regarding the 2 real estate deals that he had dropped the ball on, unless he dropped this case. Clayton said that this is in writing. He said that she was going to get deposed and she didn't want to go to the deposition, so she sent this letter to Clayton's lawyer. Who decides that they can't go to a deposition? I still haven't heard the actual fart. For Lion Guard! You know, a lot of people have told me to listen to the telepathy tapes. I fucking cry all the time. Like, if you get anybody who's like autistic in front of me, I'm just going to start crying. That's all I do is cry all the time. United in grief and outrage, strangers became allies, survivors became warriors, and together we found a voice for the voiceless. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she did do something good. So there's that. That whole, I'd hate for anything to happen, wink, wink. But yeah. Yeah, I've thought about listening to the telepathy tapes. A lot of people have told me I got to be in the right mindset. I got to be ready to cry. That shit makes me cry. Paw Patrol making my eyes leak. Oh my God. I really wish I could have my son on stream or like show you guys pictures, but I'm really what's the word? Not like stringent, but I don't put them online. Fiverr screenshot. Oh, I still haven't got to Greg's recorded phone call. I need to get to that. But anyways, who says that they don't want to go to a deposition? Clayton said that this is in writing. He said that she was going to get deposed. She didn't want to go to the deposition, so she sent the letter to Clayton's lawyer. I asked who has the original letter. Clayton believed that his attorney, Greg Woodnick, has it. At that point, she couldn't send anything directly to Clayton, which also, too, you're not supposed to send anything to anybody else to get into contact to them either. And she wrote it to him. Yes, protective. That's a good word. Pretty adamant about not putting them online is what I was trying to say. Cries at the drop of a hat. Let's not discuss it. I love when Woodnick brought that up in court and Dingus said that was part of the settlement talk. What? Children cannot give informed consent, and I believe hardcore that they should not be put online until they are able to do so, if ever. Yeah, but it's hard, man. I'll tell you, like, even in the Discord, it's hard because it's like, I'm so proud of them. And like a lot of people who have been with me online have seen my journey of like before I had kids. And, you know, I want to share them with the world, and it's hard not to, you know, because you're just so proud of them. Little nuggets. I just love them. The exception is through the attorney. Right. But she wrote the letter to Clayton. You know what I mean? Also, why would you send an extortion letter to somebody's attorney? Plus all this stuff Pike said. You guys are the best. Hi, Amanda. Detective Gonzalez asked if that was the only time that Laura talked about suing him for money. Clayton said that at one point Laura mentioned that she had unlimited funds, so she threatened him, saying that she would sue him and she would win due to this. Joke's on you, Clayton. She's never had a job in her life. Detective Gonzalez asked if this was pertaining to the paternity case, and Clayton said that she wanted him to drop the entire case. Wait, settlement mediations don't always include threats of frivolous lawsuits in the millions of dollars? Bruce, I have unlimited funds. I will find you. And then I will sue you. And it will work because I said. Unlimited funds from who? From her job. From her parents being the face of that company. You know what? I'd have picked a different face. I got to say, I'm the face of this company. Yikes. I said that I understand that she wanted to drop the paternity suit after she allegedly miscarried. But he continued on with the case because he wanted to prove that he was not the parent of the alleged pregnancy and that he was also looking for her to be responsible for his attorney's fees. Clayton said that Laura went public in September because he was trying to convince her to drop the suit. Laura refused and stated that she was going to go public, which she did. Laura then kept filing for mediations in family court. At one of the mediations, Clayton told her that she needed to take a paternity test or submit ultrasounds or medical evidence to show that she was pregnant. Laura agreed to a paternity test, but nothing happened, and the case was just sitting there. It then became public, so Clayton's mission then became to obtain a finding of non-paternity. Clayton told us that Laura had the narrative to begin with, and everybody believed that he was guilty. But then the narrative changed, and Laura wanted to close the case. Clayton said that at this point, she had already attacked his reputation, and he wanted to clear his name. Right. Dipping out of the tech van. Just raise, right. I would like to sign up for those unlimited funds, please. I'd ask for my money back, too, if that was a face I paid for. If I was like, I need a face for this company, and they sent me Laura Owens. No. No, ma'am. Yeah, I wonder how much money their podcast made. That is interesting. Because I can tell you how much my podcast makes, and I don't have, I think they said, oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. She said it brought in like $85,000 in monies, something like that. I said there were 2 other men before him. Clayton said there were 3. I said I was only aware of Michael and Greg. Clayton said there was another guy, but he doesn't want anything to do with this. Clayton said he doesn't know much about his story, but it sounded as if he was dragged into a similar situation where she claimed she was pregnant. I asked Clayton if he knows Greg Gillespie personally. Clayton said he does. I asked if he met him as a result of this case or if he knew him beforehand. Clayton met him due to this case. Clayton told us that when this case went public, Gillespie's girlfriend messaged him and told him that he's not the only one and told him to look up Gillespie's court case. Clayton looked it up and found that it was a near carbon copy of what was happening with him. Clayton added that the text messages were as if they were copied and pasted. Clayton said that there was also a doctored ultrasound in Gillespie's case, and it appeared that Laura purchased an ultrasound from Fiverr, adding that you could see the watermark on the document. Thank you to Dave Neal and Megan Fox. Laura claimed that Gillespie hacked her computer and sent that to himself. Clayton said that made no sense because he didn't believe that she was pregnant. Clayton continued by telling us that Gillespie has a phone call where Laura refers to the ultrasound image and tells him that she's pregnant and to look at the image. Clayton said that he and Gillespie shared stories. Clayton said he found out about Mike Maricini through Gillespie and through court hearings. I asked if there was any reason to believe that the ultrasound that she used against Gillespie is the same that she used against him, and Clayton said no, they're different. Gillespie reverse Google image the search. Too many words. Gillespie reverse Google image searched and found that photo from a blog site from years back. Gillespie brought that to the court, and it was compared to the other side by side, and it was ultimately dropped. If that podcast brought in 80K, I'm pregnant with twins. You are? Aww. Boots, I'm so happy for you. Prove it. Prove it. My nephew was nonverbal for so long, and when I heard him FaceTime saying Papa, Papa, and speaking, it melted my heart. Thank you for sharing with us. Yeah, that's awesome. I could never determine how much the Nobody Told Me podcast earned. Ugh. You're not the only one. That would have been insane. That's a question that I would like to ask Clayton. When you get a text message like that and somebody says you're not the only one, I'm sure there's a part of you that has to feel insanely vindicated. But what does something like that bring when you get that? Because I'm sure it had to be mixed emotions, right? Karma knows your address. Yep. It brought in 80K doll hairs. 3 hours to Italian food. What? I said that I understand that Laura took 5 pregnancy tests, 5 were urine tests, and 1 was a blood test. Clayton said that Laura told him that she did 11 HCG tests at one point. Clayton said he did have Laura take a urine test at his home, and she did come back as pregnant. I said that Laura indicated that he witnessed her urinate on the stick. However, he reported that she had stage fright, so the door was closed and he didn't actually see her. Clayton said that she walked into the bathroom wearing tight-fitting pants and she wasn't carrying anything with her unless she shoved something up there. Clayton's plan was to sit there and watch her, but she said she couldn't pee with him there watching. Clayton said that he closed the door and then at one point he pulled it back open and she said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Clayton then apologized and closed the door and left it shut. She came out with it. Clayton said that Laura was already anticipating that he would want her to take the test. She told him that she brought a test with her and she told him this, adding that she would use his if he had one. Clayton said that the test showed that she was pregnant, but he believes that she was taking medications that would affect the test. I asked if things were still on a friendly basis at this time. Clayton said no, it was heated. It was at a point where she said she was pregnant and he needed to support her. And he said that he doesn't believe her. Clayton said that he was trying to pull information from her and trying to catch her in a lie, trying to get her to drop it. He was trying to play nice to see if she would let it go. Clayton said he told her to come over that night so they could talk, and he was trying to let her down easy to understand that they were not compatible and they have nothing in common. It didn't go that way. After he saw the pregnancy test, she asked him to hold her like she was pregnant. This is where you guys got it from? This is where you guys got it from? This is where it comes from? This is where hold me like I'm pregnant comes from? I'm going to tell my husband that when he gets home. Hold me like I'm pregnant. He's going to be like, the fuck? He's going to be like, all right, put your legs right here. Gross. Oh, my God. Number 1 podcast that nobody told me, The Grifting Family. Hold me like I'm pregnant to people you know to see how they... Oh, am I? Okay. Hold on. Let me text my husband. Hold me like I'm pregnant. Okay, we'll see what he says. The light bulb slowly illuminates. I sometimes forget there are people that don't get the jokes. I'm so behind, and you guys give me spoilers, and then I don't know where they came from. Like she was pregnant. Oh, that's a good point. Once again, Lo tells on herself, like she was pregnant, because she's not and never has been pregnant. To be fair, my husband didn't even know what that meant. He's asked other people who are fathers, and they don't know what it meant either. It's become a big joke around here. Oh, God. My husband's going to be like, you must be streaming again. The next day, Clayton realized that something was wrong. He sent Laura a message telling her that it's likely that she's altering her HCG by taking some type of medication. Laura then told him that she showed him the test. And how dare you? Sorry. Laura then told him that she showed him the test. And
how dare you?
Clayton then told her that they should cut off all communication until she takes an ultrasound. I asked if Laura told him when she was going to take the ultrasound or if it was a surprise. Clayton told us that she said she would set it up when she was 9 weeks pregnant, which is the earliest that it can be done. He said this was when they were 3 or 4 weeks in, and he told her to stop communicating with him until she has an ultrasound. When it came time to take the ultrasound, Clayton told Laura that he wanted her to FaceTime him so he could see the doctor and the ultrasound. Laura agreed. 3 days prior to the ultrasound, Laura contacted Clayton and told him that she didn't feel safe considering the way he'd been acting, so she was going to reschedule it, which is funny because he didn't reach out to her in that time. Hold Mr. Bears like he's pregnant. That's so funny. Clayton then told us that Laura actually rescheduled the ultrasound twice. The first time because she decided that she wanted her sister there, and the second time was because she feared that he would show up and harm her. I asked if she told him where she was going to take the ultrasound. Clayton said he thinks she gave him the name of the location and doctor. When it came time, she never told him. I asked if it was here in California, and Clayton said that it was here. She went to California to get abortion medication. Laura sent him a photo of that and her name on the bottle. Clayton said it appears that she actually got abortion medication. Clayton said she went to California to get it and to take the medication. This was at the Planned Parenthood of Santa Barbara. Detective Gonzalez asked if there was the name of the prescribing doctor on the medication bottle. Clayton said he has the images, and I don't think there was a doctor's name on it. Interesting. Hey, guys. I was just wondering if you'd want to get together and maybe hold me like I'm pregnant. Just wondering. Oh, I've read so much. We are only on page 29. Good thing we'll be here for the next 85 days. I said I understand that she was initially going to get the ultrasound here, but then she went to California to get one. Clayton said that she claimed she got one at California at Planned Parenthood, but she never showed it to him. The one that surfaced under Bonnie Platter with Beretta Law came to him via a Zoom call. Laura claimed that it was the ultrasound from Planned Parenthood, but it said Smile on it. Clayton said that that's the one she claimed to have had done at Planned Parenthood. During the last court hearing, Laura reported that she went to the Planned Parenthood in Santa Barbara, but said that she actually went to one in Los Angeles. This was after Clayton's attorney contacted the Santa Barbara office. I told Clayton that I was under the impression that it was Mission Viejo, and it was that she was staying in Mission Viejo. Clayton indicated this is correct, and that she kept bouncing it around. I love that the detective's like, so did she go to California, like Los Angeles, or Mission Viejo? And Clayton's like, yes. No, Debbie. No, it hasn't. Not yet. Don't worry. Don't worry, Debbie.
We'll get there.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Yeah, you're supposedly having his twins and want him to talk to you, but you're worried that he'll harm you at the ultrasound with people there. But you also want to go to his house alone. Right. Oh no, the music. Right. She acts like he's going to show up there and do what? Do what? Someone discovered this nuttier than a squirrel true story. It's like watching a movie with someone who hasn't seen it yet and you just watch their reactions when you're sitting next to somebody and you're like, I asked about the abortion medication and if she was trying to make a deal with him. Clayton told us that she was trying to get him, quote, caught up in abortion coercion. I've had enough for today, friends. my God, it's abortion coercion. Had too much of this case. Had too many slices. She was trying to get him caught up in abortion coercion, which is what she did with Greg Gillespie. I asked about that. Clayton said that in Gillespie's case, at one point, he said, quote, "Take the fucking pills," in a text message. All I see is me sending that to somebody with the fire Elmo underneath. Take the fucking pills. It never gets old. I'll never quit you, Laura Owens. Because I must continue. Diane, don't get fired. Don't get fired. You have to have a W-2. This is straight to jail. Dude, Fire Elmo is my favorite meme of all time. Maybe I gotta put that in here. Fire Elmo's my favorite. Take the fucking pill. Laura then used that, saying she did take them and that it killed one of the fetuses. That's my okay. So you guys, so I'm telling my husband this story, and I was like, she took the I'm telling him about Greg's, right? And I was like, and then she took abortion pills, and he's like, okay, so it ended the pregnancy, and I was like, no. She goes, she takes the abortion pills, and she's like, I took them. So this is how I explained it to my husband. I was like, okay. So this guy's like, she's like, if you date me, I'll have an abortion. This guy's like, yeah, cool. I'll date you, have the abortion. And she's like, okay, I took the abortion pills. And he's like, psych, just kidding. I hate you. I'm outie. And she's like,
just kidding. It only killed one of the babies.
And he looked at me and he was like, what is going on? It never gets old. Like Laura's twins. Oh, God. With her attorney's permission to lie to the court, right? Laura is a medical marvel. She is. This is what Laura took him to court for, claiming that he forced her into having an abortion. Clayton feels like she was trying to repeat that with him. She kept asking in text messages if he wants her to take the pills. Clayton indicated that he would tell her that he told her. Wait. Oh, Clayton indicated that he would tell her that he told her what he would like her to do, but it's her body. She should choose what she would like to do. Clayton said that he never forced her, adding that he believes that she was trying to, quote, corner him into the same situation. Clayton said that early on he did tell her that she should take the plan B, and she did show him the pills. She told him that she was going to throw them away if he didn't respond. She then said that she threw them away. Next, she said she got them again and asked whoever she got these from are like, damn, bitch, how many abortion pills do you need? She said she got them again and asked if he wants her to take them. Clayton felt that she was trying to get him to tell her to take the pills, and then she would run the same scheme on him, saying that she took the pills, but there was only one that was still alive. I asked if there was any quid pro quo if she took the pills. Clayton said yes. She said that she would take the pills if he dated her for a week. And so I tell this part to my brother. I go, she'll have an abortion and she'll take the pills if Clayton dates her a week. And my brother-in-law goes, that's just bad negotiating. There was always a dating contract stipulation. If the dating works out, then she would take the pills and they could date and do this again the right time. Then, if he doesn't date her, she was going to have the children. Clayton said it was the same thing with the paternity test. She would agree to take the test only if he agreed to date her for a week. I asked about the RavGen DNA test. I said I understand that she scheduled and paid for the test, but she didn't show up. Clayton said that Laura agreed to take the test and to pay for the test, and that she did sign up. Clayton said that he signed up, and when he called to confirm his time, they told him that he canceled and that they received a call earlier in the day. Clayton stated that he knew it was someone from, quote, her camp. So he quickly called a facility to get a test back on the books. Clayton said that he scheduled a test with RavGen for that day in his name. Clayton assumes that since the initial RavGen was scheduled in Laura's name, that she was able to call and cancel a test. I would call somebody and be like, I want you to schedule this and I need a code word so you know that it's me. Thinking about getting out there. Should I put my dating app that I just want somebody to hold me like I'm pregnant? You can tell Lo has never had a biology or statistics class in her life. God, she just made appointments, right? She just makes appointments, which also as an adult, I try to avoid. Who in their adult life wants to make appointments? Nobody. Ugh, could never be me, girl. They asked Clayton if he ever talked to Michael Maricini, and Clayton said that he had. He spoke extensively to both Greg and Michael. Detective Gonzalez asked what Michael told him. Clayton said that Michael gave his whole hard drive to the investigator. Clayton said that Michael ended up dating Laura, who had more of a relationship with her. Greg just had sex with her one night, so he was similar with Clayton with a one-night stand. I thought Greg was a couple of nights. Was that wrong? Michael dated her and told Clayton that she had falsified medical records indicating that she had her ovaries removed because she had some type of ovarian cancer. Clayton said that she has since said those are not her records and that Greg hacked her email, which is also perjury. Michael also mentions that she had twins. Laura claimed that Michael abused her. Clayton told us that Laura did. Oh, a TEDx talk discussing Michael and their relationship. Listen, I think this is very important. I had somebody reach out to me in the Discord, and they gave me a link where we could email the TEDx talk people. I will put that link in my description of this video. If you are interested, for the sake of Michael Maricini, to email the TED Talk, if we have enough people to email them to see if they'll take down this TED Talk, understanding now that it's defamation and that it's slander. I'm going to email them. I don't know if they'll do it because she never actually says his name. But it is now being proved that it is a story that is untrue. So I'll put the link in my description box. If you guys want to go over there and email, somebody reach out to me and asked me if I would put this out there. And I said yes, because I do think it's important. Hi, John. Hi, how are you, friend? Detective Gonzalez asked if Michael dated Laura because she said she was pregnant. Clayton said his understanding is that they did try to date, but then no longer wanted to be with her. When he tried to get out of the relationship, she claimed she was pregnant. Please, please, justice for Mike. Right. Of course. All right. Just trying to get through the, setting up various tests and procedures. I have spent 3 weeks on the phone making appointments. Tedious hell. Right. Who wants to do that? Nobody. Nobody. Detective Gonzalez said he understands that Laura's sister only sent him one message. What? Detective Gonzalez said that he understands Sarah, Laura's sister, only sent him one message. Sent who? One message. Sent who? Oh no. I hope your week is better. Clayton said that Laura's family are all accomplices. Sarah sent him a text, but he never responded to the message. He did speak with Laura's mother, and she is complicit in this. What did Sarah send him? You don't think that it could? Okay, just hear me out, though. Could it be Laura sending it from her phone? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that they would go this far. I don't. But I do. Ugh. Even during her order of protection hearing, she asked the judge if she can still continue talking to him. She asked if she could show him, that she was pregnant too. Sarah Clayton says that Sarah sent him a text. Ask him when you do your interview with him. Sarah ain't send anything. It's all Laura. Hi, Mary. I'm at least 400 weeks along. We cannot contact the original. Bitch, ain't nobody talking to you. I'm so sorry. When the revolution comes, be nice to me, okay? Because they were in Seattle high school sophomores. Oh, man. That sucks. All right. I'm going to reach out to Clayton. I do want to. All right. I'm going to have to go through this again. I should write down my questions. I'm going to write down my questions because we're going to manifest Clayton having an interview with us. First of all, I swear my Siri to apologize to. Okay, Clayton questions. Is all family complicit? I want to ask him that again. And what did Sarah say? How did you feel when you found out there were more? Feel about more victims. I have so many questions for this man. I think Laura Owens is her sister Sarah's disappearing twin. I'm so curious about Sarah and how much she has to do with it. They say she does, but she has no benefit. The family dragging her. But, right. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is such a weird dynamic. Laura and her mother have a podcast that they work on together. Laura is fueled by these scenarios and warps them to cast herself as the victim. Clayton said that Laura threatened him, stating that she was going to go on a TED Talk and talk about what happened between them. Clayton said that he was on the phone with Laura's mother, and he told her that Laura said that she would only have an abortion if he dates her. He told her that this is Laura's decision, but he didn't feel that she should base his decision on whether they're dating or not. Laura's mother responded by him telling that he got her pregnant, that he should step up to the plate, and maybe he would see how great Laura is. Clayton told her that he doesn't want to date Laura and has no interest. Clayton said her family knows that Laura does this because it started with so-and-so. Clayton said that her parents fund these habits. They pay for all her legal fees. Clayton told us that he didn't know if Sarah is. This is the person in the family that's in New York, possibly to get away from all of this. Oh, if she's in New York to get away from all of this. You know what else I'm curious about? I don't know if he would tell me this, but how do his parents feel? Especially when he tells them how her parents reacted. You know what I mean? Because like if somebody were to be like, her mom said this, I'd be like, she said fucking what? You know? Utah. I don't know if he can tell me this about her parents. Because he seems to have pretty down to earth parents, right? Is reality Steve in 40 minutes? Oh man. Let's see. The foreclosure is better for Sarah. She realizes she will recover faster if the house is let go. If Sarah is complicit, she's much better at this than Laura. I feel like the best route might be contacting Lauren from Court of Random Opinion for the intro to Clayton. I haven't talked to Laura yet, but we're mutuals on IG. I feel special because I really do like her content. How many weeks is 23 years? I don't math. This whole thing has made me definitely not want to go back into dating. People wonder why I'm single. Yeah. When my boss looks for a reason for lost productivity, I'm pointing my finger straight at you. Hi, VR. Reality Steve is reading Laura's emails. That should be fun. Oh, man. I mean, we could go there if you guys want. That sounds like my mom says I'm the best looking guy in my class. Yeah, we can go over there if you guys want. Detective Gonzalez asked about the FBI call, if it's the one where Laura claimed that she was drugged and raped. Clayton said that he thinks that's a different one. Laura did tell him that she was drugged, assaulted, and raped, and that's why she wasn't 100% that he was the one that got her pregnant. She hadn't had sex in a year and a half. She said the same thing to Greg. She claimed that Greg and his lawyer were conspiring to rape her. She brought that to the judge in the last case. The police showed up to the lawyer's house to talk about him to that claim. If you guys are also wondering, this assault that she claims here, she also told him was streamed live on the dark web. Can we figure out how we can collectively make... we're going to have to figure it all out. I told Clayton that we would like to have the data that he collected on his computer and asked how much there is. Clayton said that there's a lot. I told Clayton that we were going to get as much of the information as we can to conduct proper investigation. Clayton said that he has everything in a file on his laptop. Clayton explained a little about what he has in the files and said that it's over 53 gigabytes, adding that it's a lot because he has 3 or 4 court hearings on it. We can also raid Reality Steve if he has it on. We could do that and then sit in his chat for a while. I'd be happy to do that. Because he's going live, right? Like, it's not just a video. I told Clayton we would like to... I already went through this. Sorry. Clayton said that she's going to do this again if she doesn't get prosecuted. She's going to feel invincible. She shows no signs of slowing down, and this court case was going on. She was right back on Tinder. Clayton said she has no remorse, and she's claiming that the judge is biased. Clayton then showed us the letter that he calls the extortion letter. Clayton said that tampering with the ultrasound was a big one, and that she perjured herself so much. He said she was in court with a pregnant belly in October or November, but she is now saying that she miscarried in July in court. Laura stated that she was 27 weeks pregnant, but when she realized that she would have to have a death certificate at anything past 24 weeks, she changed and said that she miscarried well before 24 weeks. Clayton then referenced the case involving Trevor Bauer. I told Clayton that the Bauer case was different. Who's Trevor Bauer? I wonder if Lo understands that claiming something was streamed live, even on the dark web, means it's still out there and it can be found if it's real. Right. It's the event of the week. All right, well, tell me when, and we'll go raid him. I don't know how to raid somebody, but I'll sure try. I will sure try. Accused of a similar crime. Oh, somebody did this to him? Interesting. I got 35 minutes. That's perfect. I'll be able to drop you guys off at Reality Steve's house, sit around for a little bit, get you guys acclimated, and then I'll go pick up my kids. Look at that. That's going to work out. All right. You guys let me know. There was no further information this interview concluded. Clayton sent me a link to a Google Drive account containing the data that he had collected regarding this case. This includes, but not limited to, court filings, video recordings of court hearings, contacts from Laura Owens, such as emails and text messages, the extortion letter, and sonograms. This information was uploaded to a file in the OneDrive. End of report. The investigation continues. Bauer lost his job after false accusations. He was on his way to being a big name. Oh, I think we all talked about this. Yes. Okay, he's on at 3, which means 2 here. I'm Central Time. We have a lot of work to do, Bacon. Bruce! I'm new here. Give me a minute. I've been overloaded with work. You guys are just throwing files at me. I love that we just got treated like children going to a daycare. I'll change y'all up. I'll clean y'all. Get you a snack. Okay. During this course of this investigation, I reviewed this. Okay, we know about all this. Eckert and Owens were sworn under oath. Eckert admits an ultrasound image. Okay, we know about all this. Right? We'll just go through it. Need the snack. Dropping your internet kids off before dropping off your real kids. Maybe a nap. Lay down, sweetie. Eckert and Owens are sworn in under oath. Eckert admits Exhibit 32, an ultrasound image that he received via email without an ultrasound report. Owens refused to authenticate the image. Eckert feels that the ultrasound is altered or Photoshop. I talked to Douglas Quaid. Yay! Tell Dennis I said hi. We need snacks before you drop us off at Reality Steve's. He does not have good snacks, and he's not going to take us to Olive Garden. You guys need some breadsticks. Wait until Bacon Live reads the investigation report about... Oh, God. Oh, God. No spoilers. I washed behind my ears, and I'm ready to go to the daycare now. Hell yeah. You guys are the best. In response to Judge G's question regarding the relationship, Eckert states they only engaged in oral sex one time. Eckert does not believe that this constituted a relationship of any kind since it was a one-time event. Yeah. Yeah. Flash drive. Eckert admits a flash drive which contains an ultrasound video that Owens sent along with the YouTube video, demonstrating that Owens provided the YouTube video as her ultrasound. Eckert admits a screenshot of an email that Owens sent along with the ultrasound, which Owens claimed was the authentic ultrasound of their children. Eckert admits a YouTube video from over 6 years ago, which is within the video that Owens sent to him, and Eckert admits Exhibits 1 through 13. These are items that tend to show harassment at the hands of Owens. These include compilations of emails and various phone numbers used by Owens. But he has the tea. I'll get you guys a snack, okay? We'll get snacks. We'll go to the store. You know what? Forget the snacks. You're all getting McDonald's Happy Meals, okay? You're all getting McDonald's Happy Meals on the way to Uncle Steve's. So, I don't have time to pack y'all snacks. Or Lunchables. Your choice. Owens' attorney Joshua Lopez cross-examined Eckert during this process. Eckert he confirmed that he is a real estate agent and that in May of 2023, he and Owens had been intimate. Eckert also agreed that Owens had claimed since then that she was pregnant. Eckert told Mr. Lopez that he questioned that she was pregnant and that he gave her opportunities to prove that she was in fact pregnant. Eckert reported that Owens had refused to allow him to speak with her medical providers. Eckert agreed that they were back and forth messages early on concerning terminating the pregnancy. Eckert agreed that he invited Owens to his home to take a pregnancy test. Mr. Lopez and Eckert discussed back and forth messaging regarding a paternity test, RavGen. Eckert testified that he had an appointment for the RavGen paternity test. However, someone unknown to him canceled the appointment. When the test was finally completed, it was determined that there was little to no fetal tissue, and there didn't appear to be an outcome either way. Happy Meals. Everybody gets Happy Meals. The best internet mama ever. Oh. I have my chomps and a juice box. My chomps. Hey, don't laugh. I gotta tell you, my favorites now are Wendy's. I can't go to McDonald's anymore. I like Wendy's. Happy Meal. Holy shit, this is the best day of my life. Oh, God. You guys are so fun. On rebuttal, Eckerd testified to that to date, Owens has not been able to provide that she was 5 months pregnant with twins. Eckerd maintained that HCG tests can be manipulated and the sonograms did not have reports with them. Eckerd stated that no doctor has ever stood behind these tests. During this time, it can be seen that Owens is attempting to bring attention to her abdominal area, which appears to indicate that she is pregnant. That's right. We watched her molest the top of her baby stomach for 2 hours. Mr. Lopez took testimony from Owens asking how she met Eckerd. Owens reported that he was her realtor. Mr. Lopez asked if she had become intimate with Eckerd at some point. Owens reported that she did. Mr. Lopez asked if Eckerd was the one who got her pregnant. Owens said yes, adding that there was no possibility that they were somebody else's. Mr. Lopez reminded Owens that she was testifying under oath. Owens acknowledged that. Owens stated that she found out that she was pregnant on June 1st. Owens reported that she also advised Eckerd that she was pregnant on June 1st. Owens testified that upon learning of the pregnancy, Eckerd told her that the baby should be put up for adoption or one of them would have 100% custody. Owens added that Eckerd also told her that he would move out of state with the child, and this is why she pressed for a parenting plan. Owens reported that Eckerd invited her to his home on or about June 17th to talk. Owens stated also she was so scared of him that she went over there to talk. She's so scared of him. Owens stated that once she was there, she told Eckerd that she would order a pregnancy test. Order a pregnancy test? She stated that Eckerd already had one. Owens stated that she took the test in Eckerd's presence. Owens reported that she peed on the stick right in front of him, and it came up positive. Eckerd then threw the stick away. That's a lie. He put it in the trash can, and he set it on fire. I'm out of protein. Now I want spicy nuggets and a lemonade. I'm always an astonished bestest lawyer in the whole world. It was in the police's report. We watched it. I need to file a police report because it hurt my eyes. For the record, we figured out at that time lived in the apartment complex. Oh. I'm behind, but Clayton usually accepts most interview requests because he wants the story to get max publicity. You guys are making me nervous that he's actually going to say yes. This is making my armpits tingle. I don't like it. Whatever. I'll ask him. Who's we? During the testimony, Owens reported that she had attempted to schedule paternity testing with Eckerd, but he was unresponsive. Owens stated that in August she paid for and scheduled a paternity test and requested Eckerd to schedule time with the lab. Owens testified that Eckerd didn't comply, so the test was canceled. Owens reported that the family court case was filed on August 1st. Owens testified that she took a paternity test earlier in October of 2023, and the results were that there was little to no fetal DNA and that a retest would need to be done. Owens reported that the testing is still going on and they needed a sample that wasn't so diluted. Owens reported that she went today and gave blood for the third time. Owens testified that she is clearly pregnant and that she would do anything to prove paternity. I have to decide Clayton live stream or Clayton recorded video. So probably recorded for just like to make it cohesive in an interview. But also I could give him the option of what he would want to do. That's up to him. I don't care either way. The thing about a live stream, if he would be up for doing both, that would be great. But the thing about a live stream is I have questions that I could have you guys send to me and make sure that we get asked. I'm worried that if we get Clayton for a certain amount of time, that chat, because I know how chat derails me. So I'm worried that it would derail the interview. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mr. Lopez asked Owens if the case that she is involved in with Eckert is similar to any of the other cases that Eckert brought up in his exhibits. Owens said no. Straight to jail for that. What? They're exactly the same. They're more identical than your fucking twins, Laura. What? Oh my God. Yeah, and also I would really want to keep it cohesive. And when you do interviews too, there's like some chit chat that happens, or maybe somebody will tell you something that you can't really tell anybody else and they want it cut out. It's easier that way sometimes. But we'll see. Mr. Lopez asked if there is an ongoing case. Owens responded by saying it is. It's been ongoing for 2 years, and that his attorney dropped out of the case. Owens testified that there was never an ultrasound presented in that case, that it was too early on. She continued by stating that the pregnancy was proven to him by a nurse practitioner by tons of medical results. Do you have them? Do you have them? Because that would be helpful. The hearing was stopped at this point and continued. The hearing continued. And now Eckert is represented by smoking hot queen attorney Deandra Arena. Attorney Joshua Lopez continues to represent Owens. Owens is present Micah, oh my God, via Microsoft Teams. If I was Clayton, I would find it difficult to do live because this would have me swearing or crying in a way that I wouldn't want to share publicly. Yeah, I mean, and two, what I'll do, listen, here's what I'll do. If he says yes, I will open a Google Doc and I will put it up on my community tab, and you guys can put whatever questions you have in there, so that I can put them, I can organize them in an outline, and I can put them in a way that I can ask him. And I can tell him, like the audience really wants to know, the people who are supporting you really want to know. And I would be absolutely happy to do this. Obviously, I have my own questions, and you kind of have to go where the interview leads. But that's what I'll do so that you guys can get your say as well. Thank you, Wallace. I appreciate you. Owens identifies this as a video of her pregnant stomach which she indicates was taken as a request of Eckert. Owens indicated that this was taken in September. Owens reported that video was taken to prove she was pregnant. Owens identifies text messages that Eckert sent when he found out she was pregnant. Owens reported that the text messages prove that she was truthful. Owens testified that she went to Eckert's home and took a pregnancy test in his presence. Thank you. You guys are so nice. Thank you. Owens identifies this email received on September 17th from Eckert indicating that he was not bothered by her bringing the situation to the media. Bitch! Do you know what sarcasm is? Bro. Owens identifies a video of Eckert telling his Instagram followers that the paternity test was back and he's not the father. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said that the test results came back and there was little to no fetal DNA, which is exactly what you told him, which is exactly what the results were. Owens contended that the results were not back in time. This was posted on October 6th. Owens identifies this text message received from Eckert on June 4th. Owens identifies a variety of medical providers that she saw that confirms that she is pregnant. A variety. Raise your hand in the chat if you have a variety of medical providers. Not if you have a variety of medical conditions. Those are different. But for one thing, who has a variety? Okay? Who has a choose your own adventure medical providers? They keep her writing history. Little to no fetal DNA. Is that what I said? Is that not what I said? Did I get it wrong? Can you put some ultrasounds in your Google Drive as well? I can. I'll just put my whole cervix in there if you want. Hi, Click. Let's see. The photographs were taken to prove to Eckerd that she was in fact pregnant, as he doubted her. Owens testified that Eckerd requested these documents to show that she was pregnant and that the pregnancy was viable. Owens testified that she had not altered the documents. A variety of providers for the same condition. Right. Right. I guess my daughter does too. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. How many providers does this woman need for her birth canal? Don't we all have a spin the wheel of providers? Yeah, but 3 providers who you've seen in person, I suppose. Right? Stop proving her point. I have 2 providers in straight up cancer. No. Aw, big bad. I'm sorry. I mean, so I went to the same place. I went to the same clinic for my OBGYN. There were 6 doctors in there that you had to see. But like going around and seeing people on telehealth is not, the way she has it set up is not normal. This is not normal. Oh, that's a good point. If someone didn't believe I was pregnant, I'd be like, okay, well, I guess we'll see. Right. Best I can do is a team of docs with different jobs. Right. That's what I have for my daughter. That's what I have for myself, like a team of doctors. You have people who are all talking to each other. She doesn't have any of that. Variety of like specialists for different things. There's also a doctor shortage in my region. So sometimes people go to random clinics instead of general practitioners. But obviously that's different. Right. But do you think you would go to random clinics for the same pregnancy or go to the same clinic? Right? Just trying to prove the point. I'm in good shape, I swear. Okay, please. She needed an OBGYN to confirm clinical pregnancy. A bunch of bad evidence does not equate to one piece of good evidence. Yes. Yes. Clayton's done a lot of interviews, so I would try to avoid the ones where he's answered 1,000 times. I'd ask about more recent developments. Right. Yeah, it's a team. Wait, hold on. You guys go to doctors? Oh, my God. Owens identifies a letter she received from the Arizona Department of Real Estate. This exhibit was not admitted. Owens identifies a Reddit posting by Eckerd under a false name. This is an image of Owens holding a sonogram that has been edited. This exhibit was not admitted. How did she know it was him? I thought it was Greg. Was it not Greg? I thought Greg was ultimate hacker. Her medical records indicated she had no PCP. Right. Particularly before going to the court. I don't know anyone who'd go to urgent care to confirm pregnancy. It's usually an at-home test and then the OBGYN. Right. Every condition is solvable by a telehealth provider. Are you trolling me right now? Are you trolling me right now? God damn it, big bad. Miss Arena cross-examines Miss Owens. Miss Arena confirms with Owens that she understands that she was under oath on the previous setting and also today. Miss Owens acknowledges that Owens denies wishing to change any prior testimony. Miss Arena asks Owens if it's her position that she's pregnant with alleged twins. Owens said this is correct while guzzling a monster. Owens reviews her list of medications and states that she has been diagnosed with depression and epilepsy. Owens testified that she is 24 weeks along in her pregnancy and that her due date is February 14th of 2024. Owens testified that there is no chance that her alleged twins are anyone else's other than Eckerd's. After an exchange between Owens and Miss Arena, Owens reported that she provided 3 samples to the lab. However, only 2 had been tested. Miss Arena refers to Exhibit 46 and states that this is a screenshot of an upcoming appointment with Dr. McCool. Arena contends that anyone can go online and make an appointment with Dr. McCool. Owens denied this, indicating that a referral is required. Who'd you get the referral from? And she had to send records first. Why did you send records? You couldn't have gotten a referral from your doctor? What is going on? Some people even have primary care physicians that they see in real life. Big Bad, now I just know you're full of shit. Now I just know it. I just know it. Reddit post was made by not just Jen, but Jen. Ugh. I don't believe you, Big Bad. Miss Arena told Owens that this was not the first time that she had alleged that she had been pregnant with twins in the past 2 years. Owens stated that this is not correct. Miss Arena brought attention to a civil matter involving Greg Gillespie. Miss Arena brought up the fact that there are uncanny similarities. Miss Arena now alleges that Owens had committed perjury when she stated there is not another similar case. Thank you. Mary, you're so kind. This is identified as an email exchange between her and Eckerd. In the email, Eckerd tells Owens that he is debating filing a police report and asks her to leave him alone. Owens tells Eckerd that he has control over the pregnancy if he agrees to date her exclusively and if they care for each other. Miss Arena confronted Owens that this is the exact same statement she made to Gillespie in July of 2021. Dude, imagine what Laura was thinking when those two worlds collided and she found out about it in this hearing. I'm not even a part of this case. I've seen this hearing in real time with you guys. Reading it again makes my beehole clench. Like, I'm just like, ah! Miss Arena asked if it was true that she alleged that she was pregnant with twins with Gillespie in June of 2021. Owen said no. This was an email that he doctored in 2021. Oh, my God. Owens testified that she never said she was pregnant with twins. Jesus mighty. All right. Closing arguments. Order of protection. Laura is represented by Josh Lopez. Eckerd represents himself. Judge Duty places both Eckerd and Owens under oath. I have not watched this yet. We will watch that. The clenching is ongoing. Laura Owens is... Okay. Owens began by outlining the relationship my God, between herself and Eckerd. She stated that he was a realtor to begin with, that they were intimate one night on May 23rd. She testified that they had a sexual relationship at his home. Owens alleged that she learned she was pregnant on June 1st. Owens felt that Eckerd would not believe this, so she went to Banner Urgent Care and had the pregnancy confirmed there. Eckerd was then advised. Owens testified that there is no one else that unborn children could belong to. Owens testified that she had not been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022. Get it? You're lying. You're lying. B-hole. Oh, we'll watch it. We will watch it. That'd be a blast. Well, I don't want to impose. Maybe one time him and I can do like a collab if he's up for it. I don't want to impose. But I am interested. There's text messages from her to Eckerd indicating his disdain for her. I can't tell you how many people out there have text messages from me indicating my disdain for them and that she was lying about being pregnant. Mr. Lopez asked Owens if she had taken steps to prove Eckerd that she was pregnant. Owens stated that she took the test in Eckerd's presence. She pees on the stick in front of him. I'll write him. Yeah, I would happily go over there. Listen, I'll collab with anybody. I'm all about meeting the people. Owens stated that she took a test in Eckerd's presence. Owens reported that she also asked Eckerd and his family if they wanted to accompany her to her first ultrasound. Owens also suggested a prenatal paternity test. Eckerd did not show up for that test. Owens testified she did provide Eckerd with a video to show that she was pregnant. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. It's too hard to watch. Steve needs bacon to read the Laura part of the... We'll do a dramatic reading and I'll read them. You guys are setting me up with everybody. I'm going to be so pregnant by the time we're done with this. Contemptuous disdain. I have disdain for everybody. But I'll let you know it. I'll let you know it. You're never not going to know where I stand with you. That's for sure. Owens, here's an image of herself showing that she was pregnant, holding a sonogram. This was alleged to have been posted on Reddit. Owens' face was not shown. Owens has a video with Eckerd reporting online that the DNA came back, that there was little to no fetal DNA present, that this puts the case to rest, that the accusations are false. I mean... There are 198 people in this chat. Yeah, let's go. Hit the like button. The judge believed Laura 100% in that hearing. Oh, God. Ugh. Owens has an audio recording of a telephone conversation with the DNA lab indicating that the testing was not completed as of the date. The laboratory personnel stated that they needed another sample from her. Thanks, Dana. Love you. Contemptuous disdain. It's perfection. Oh. Where are we at? Oh, mine says 192. Owens discussed harassment that she is suffering and that people are saying that she's crazy and has done this before. Owens testified that she has never had a paternity case against anybody. However, she does have orders of protection against everybody she got pregnant by. Mr. Lopez asked Owens if she is pregnant. Owens stated that she is. Mr. Lopez asked Owens to stand up for the court. Eckerd asked Owens if she sent him an ultrasound video via email. Owens said yes. Eckerd asked if she also sent him an ultrasound photo via email. Owens said yes. Eckerd asked Owens if she had an ultrasound report that goes along with the ultrasound. I'm going to get through this page and then we're going to have to see if we can ride over to Reality Steve's because I would like to see these emails. I has liked. All right, let me get through this and then because we're going to have to drop off at Reality Steve. Eckerd asked why she had not presented that as evidence. She said she offered him a HIPAA release to get her health information. However, he didn't get back with her. When questioned about the stipulation to date him exclusively regarding the paternity test, Owens said that this was for the early test. She said she would have waited until the children were born and had the test done. Eckerd asked Owens if she would agree that only oral sex occurred the night that they were intimate. Owens said she would not agree. Eckerd asked if they had sexual intercourse that night. Owens said yes. Eckerd testified that the fetal DNA tests all showed little or no fetal DNA present and that Owens has never been able to prove that she was pregnant with his twins. He has requested it and has not received any. Owens has not allowed him to speak with any of the doctors that have administered the ultrasound. Eckerd testified that Owens attacked him as a public figure. Eckerd said that he has a following online from a reality show on public television. Eckerd stated that Owens opened the family court case against him and then leaked that to The Sun, a tabloid, anonymously. When questioned, Eckerd reported that he has evidence that Owens threatened to go public. So Steve is on in 5 minutes. There are threats to post information regarding her pregnancy and due date. Eckert admits Exhibit 53, which is a video that Owens sent to him and that she admitted sending him earlier in the hearing. The second is a YouTube video from 6 years ago, later disallowed. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to write down that tomorrow we are on page 38 of 118. Good Lord. All right, and for the next 5 minutes, we're going to just chat, and then we're going to drop you guys off at Reality Steve's house. I think that's going to be so fun. I'd love to watch him here, but let's go support. That'll be great. I'll put this down, and then we'll go over here. Yeah, this is going to be so fun. I have never really watched Reality Steve stuff. The only thing I watched was between him and Gingras and Rachel Juarez, which was super fun. We watched that, and that was a good time. We need to ask my psychic girlfriend and ask her if Lo will take the plea. I'd be really interested to hear what Steve has to say. No, thank you guys for always being here. You guys are the best. I would be really interested to hear, has Dave Neal said anything? Or like Megan, like people who know this case? I'll get you guys your fruit cups. Does anybody know like who's been with this case since the beginning? What do they think? I'd be interested to hear what Clayton has to say. I mean, obviously, I think he's going to be very upset if she does, in fact, take the plea deal. I would be upset. I think she deserves jail time. I think until she gets real consequences, she's never going to change this behavior. Until he called Laura a dumbass. I need to watch that video. Yes, Cheetos. Oh, I love Cheetos. I also love the fire Cheetos. They're the best. They are the best. Robin can't see the future. Hey, Wallace, send 5 That's My Opinion memberships. We are sacrifice. Oh, you guys are the best. Time for a new disco party.
I'm a sacrifice.
Where's my disco party? Oh, there it is.
Oh, yay, I'm a sacrifice.
You guys are the best.
Oh,
Thank you
yay, I'm a
guys. We have a bunch of new members today. Oh, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I want a fruit roll up. I just had those the other day. They are so good. She will never stop. She's not going to stop. And that's the thing. She really needs to be held accountable. All right. So before I drop you guys off at Steve's, here's what we're going to do. If you guys are not subscribed already, please consider doing so. I'm now going live every day until my kids are in school or until my mother-in-law, wink, wink, moves in for the summer so I can continue to do this. But we'll see. I'll talk to her after the chat. The other thing is I've talked to my brother-in-law. I think he's going to come on and do a dramatic reading with me, but we'll see how that goes. If you are now a member, there are different things for member tiers. Opinionators and above get Discord. We do members only lives. You guys are the best. And yeah, like, hype, bang your face against the keyboard. Today has been another amazing day. I am so happy to be a part of this cult. I think it's so fun. Everybody else, boo, hiss, tomato, tomato. Yeah, I've had so much fun. And we'll wait. Okay, can anybody explain to me how to go live? Or not how to go, hi. That's what I'm live right now. Can anybody explain to me how to raid somebody? I need to know. The attorney is probably already a father and has no clue. With kids. Some streamers with kids stream. The problem is my kids never sleep, Madeline. That would be nice. Man, your in-laws sound lovely. They are. They're all very wonderful. They are all amazing. Okay. I will lose my job if I join Daily Chat. All right. So I'm going to go. You have to redirect your stream. How do you do that? All right. All right. let's see, stream settings. Nope. This is latency. All right. David? Who's David? All right, let me see. Let's go to Google. How do I raid on YouTube? Okay, it's in the YouTube studio. All right, here we go. Live redirect. This allows you. Okay, subscribers. Yeah, I have that. Okay, great. Go to the content tab and find your current or upcoming stream. Click on edit your stream. Okay. It's under content. Got it. All right, here we go. It's Reality Steve. Got here too late. I'll rewatch after Steve's live. No, we're going to Steve's live right now. Hold on. My husband's calling me. Why is he calling me? It's too. Hold on a second. Hello? Are you okay? The what's open? Okay. Hold on. All right, I'll go get it. Okay. I'm in the basement. Sorry, if I click on edit the stream, nothing happens. Scroll down to redirect and click add. Hold on. Okay. Go to YouTube Studio. Give me a second. I'm an old lady. Okay. YouTube Studio. Go to content. Go to live. Go to stream. Go to edit. On your stream. And then select edit the customization tab. I don't have one. Ugh. I don't have one. View live in control room. Yay, manual raid. Sorry. I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. Or was I supposed to do... No. View on YouTube. Get shareable link. Brainstorm ideas. Delete forever. Delete me. Daddy. Pin the link. It says edit title and description. Ugh. Where you go to place your... Oh, outro video. Okay, wait. Edit title and description. If I go in it. Public. Nope. Customization. Wait. Redirect. I have found it. Search videos from other channels. Reality Steve. Hold on, friends. Hold your butts. I'm about to make a sharp left. Reality Steve. Hold on. Reading Laura Owens. It's upcoming. Oh, damn. Is he live? Save. All right. I got it. We're making a sharp left, friends. Victory! All right. Too many jokes about redirecting your stream. Okay, now how do we get there? Are we already there? Are you here? What's happening? He might be a tad late. Okay, so when he goes live, it'll just pull us over there? Give me 1 second. Okay, my stream has to end. Here I go. Okay, you guys are the best. We've had so much fun. Let's